Hello and welcome to another one of my pick a card reading. So today reading is part 3 of a pick a poem reading, and today's theme is love. What does your person love and adore about you, and what do you love and adore about them? So just really simple. For this month, February is the month of love, so I just want to do more love reading to go with the theme. So there's 3 piles to choose from. The first pile is just clear quartz. Oh. Sorry. So pretty. And the poem for this pile is called Flowing River, number 47. And the second pile is this pyrite, and the poem for the second pile is number 51. It's called Limitless. And the third pile is this amethyst. And the third poem is number 52, More Than the Eyes Can See. So yeah, this is going to be just a fun reading on what you love about your person and what they love about you. I think it's gonna be quite long because I'm gonna go like into details, and yeah, choose whatever pile you are drawn to. And please remember, this is only a general reading, so only take what resonates. And yeah, let's go. Hello pile 1, whoever chooses this clear quartz. For pick a poem series, so this reading is about what do you like about your person and what do they like about you, like what do you adore about each other. So just the poem you pick is called Flowing River. It flows like a river with you. I don't have to force things. They move on their own. The wind would take us where to go. I feel safe to cry openly. I feel safe to smile sincerely. I don't mind the negativity. You make my world open up. I can see the view from up here. You take my perspective higher. Together we're flowing through clouds. Your presence suits the hot lava burning inside. I know when we're together, you are a gift from the divine. So that's your poem, pile 1. Flowing River. So this poem is, right away I feel like you and your person have an right away you and your person vibe together, like it's natural and comfortable to be with each other. So I feel like that's what you and your person like about each other. It's like it's so natural with each other, like you don't have to force things, like it's flow like a river with you. I don't have to force things. You don't have to pretend. You just naturally relax into yourself, and you could even say unmask your persona. And even like I feel like maybe you and your person find hard to even put on a persona with each other. So that's amazing. You are very authentic with each other, and it's kind of this energy of receptivity. It's like you're not forcing the relationship of where you want it to go, like oh we, like for example, we have to marry by this time, or we have to have a baby by this time. It's just an example. It's like you're not forcing the progression. You just let it flow, let the relationship naturally take its course and where it want to go. And yeah, not like control the outcome, you could say. So that's what I feel like both of you like about your relationship with each other. And yeah, like I feel safe to cry openly. I feel safe to smile sincerely, like to be expressive, to be authentic of your emotion. I don't mind the negativity. Acceptance come to mind as well, like accepting the dark part of life and the light side part of life. You make my world open up. And your presence, I feel like you and your person, you don't even have to know your person yet. I feel like you love your person energy and vice versa. They love your energy. you both have an energy like soothing each other anxiety, fears, and like this kind of zen like atmosphere that your energy and their energy, when combined together, create this like synergy of calming effect for you both, and you feel like things doesn't matter. It makes it for you to be present easier. Yeah, and I know you are a gift from the divine. I feel like right away you and your person consider each other a gift from the divine, like a reward, like a blessing. So that's amazing. Pie 1. So next I'm gonna give you this pocket animal spirit. So that was the explanation for my poem Flowing River. I really like this poem. It's like really calming. So I feel like you might like your person energy. It might feel like flowing water with you, like soothing water, you know, like when you're floating in the water, in the ocean, you just feel relaxed, just feel, you could even say surrender to the moment. And I feel like vice versa, they feel like that as well. Oh, okay. For this part, I'm gonna pull an animals representing you and your person. So in the past, I used to do like A and B and let you discern yourself which one you are. But this time, I'm gonna try to like specify that this side is you. But if you don't resonate with this side and more of your person's side, you can like switch around. So yeah. So pie 1. See pie 1. Energy, energy. Okay, the whale. Wow. And then animal representing you. Okay. Alright, the otter. Wow. Oh my god. Water, yes. Whale and otter is water sign, water animal, flowing river. I literally said that you guys feel like calming, gentle water towards each other. It's so amazing. So this whale is representing you and this otter is representing your person. But if you resonate with the other more, you can flip around. But I'm just gonna call this you, pie 1. And next I'm giving you these codes, random codes, to see your character, your person character more. Oh, okay. This is you. Oh, okay. Fact is, there are as many forms of love as there are stars in the sky. So, first section is I'm gonna start in on energy check-in, as in like I'm gonna describe you and your person and see if this is your pile. So you can use this as an energy check-in if this is you. Okay, pile 1, you might be a water sign, so that's Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And your person might also be a water sign as well. But if you're not, then just like you and your person might have the same element sign. Like for example, if you're fire sign, your fire sign sun, your person might also have a sun in the fire sign as well. Like common, the same element sign. And yeah, your energy, but your energy go with the poem so much, like flowing river, because the whale, so this is you, this is what you get. People like to focus on the things they couldn't have, and this is what you can try again tomorrow for your person. So I feel like pie 1, you're such an own soul with whale. I feel like you're an emotionally mature person. You love really deep, like you have such a depth to your emotion, and you understand people deeply. I feel like you understand emotion in another level. Like for example, you might study psychology or interested in that, like interested in neuroscience or how people operate, like why do they feel like this, why do people have this kind of feeling, why does this elicit this kind of feeling. Like I feel like you're very philosophical and you love to deep dive into things that you're interested in, things that fulfill your emotional curiosity. You're very compassionate person. One, you understood people to like such a deep level. Like you're the type of person that, you know what that saying is? It's like, that saying is like you have to be in their shoe to know what they're going through, something like that. But you, Paiwan, you don't have to be in people's shoe or experiencing things the same as them to be able to understand them, because I feel like your capacity for empathy and compassion is so deep that you understood where people are coming from and why they're feeling the thing they do. And I feel like you never judge people and yourself. I feel like you learn not to judge yourself on your feelings. Like if you feel some shame, guilt, you understood where I'm coming from, and you're not, you know, shaming yourself or guilt tripping yourself for feeling the guilt, you know what I mean? And you accept people or spectrum of feeling as well, as in like you can see the whole spectrum of human emotion and you accept them. You don't demonize them or hide them away. You're like, you're the type of person that understood that there's no pain, there's no happiness without pain. Like there's no rainbow without rain. Like you're the type of person who at a point in their life accept this kind of philosophy. And when you go through hardship or hard experience or, you know, hard time emotionally, I want you the type to ride the wave, not, you know, swim against it. You're the type to understand why life is, if it's a hard time, like why life is hard at a particularly moment. It's like life is like a wave to you. The waves come and go, just like hard time and good time. They come and they go, and you have to accept that. So I feel like you're really wise. You're very spiritual as well. I want to say you are emotionally mature and emotionally stable. And I feel like you're very rare, Paiwan, in this world. You might be really good at writing or poetry or even song lyrics. And yeah, with people like to focus on the thing they couldn't have. I feel like Paiwan, you're the type of person who understood about the law of the universe. It's like there's a price for everything, as in you can see deeper into things. You can see the behind the scene. Like for example, if normal people is to look into this successful person, for example, they would go like, oh, that person is lucky, they have everything, like their life is easy on them. But Paiwan, you're the type of person to know better, to know that that person might be, that successful, happy, famous person might be going through a lot, and behind the scene they might not even resonate with what they're doing, and their success might not be as easy as people think. They might have to go through a lot of try and they earn their success. It's like you're the type of person who can see the hidden meaning in thing, and you can see the behind the scene. Like you don't assume or you don't jump to a conclusion that, oh, that person have it easy, because I feel like you're wise enough to know that all is not as it seems. Like people are not as they seem. And yeah, I feel like you're very kind and very gentle person, Paiwan. you're very gentle with people feelings, like you're very in tune with people emotions. So if you, I feel like you might have noticed a lot of people emotion before they themselves even know. Like for example, if you're around your friend, for example, you can tell that your friend is going through a hard time emotionally, and you can pick it up, and you might even confront them and tell them like it's okay to talk to you. Like you're very soothing, and you're always there for people emotionally. Yeah, you're very emotionally mature. And W whale, your name is start with a W. This is something. And you might even be a vegetarian, but take that if it resonates. And I feel like you might even be a person who attracted to water. Like if you love swimming, if you love going to the lake, the ocean, the beach, that might be part of your personality, because I feel like you feel calm and soothed by water. Yeah, I feel like if I could describe your energy, Pi 1 in aesthetic, it would be the ocean to me. So yeah. So next I'm gonna move on to your person. Otter. Your person, my name is start with an O. That's one thing. And 6, you can try again tomorrow. Wow, your person is a little bit opposite of you. Like you might be an introvert, Pi 1, and your person might be an extrovert. Like an otter is so cute, it's so fun. They are sometimes described as, what is it? Water golden retriever or something, something like that. Yeah, this is giving me like golden retriever vibe, because these cards talk about unobstructed joy and happiness. So your person is very positive, optimistic, fun, loving. It's hard to get them down. This person is, if they step into a room, they can lift up the room spirit, the room energy with their positive energy, joyous energy. It's really, really rare to see them sad or like mad or even any negative emotion. That would, I feel like, maybe that's where you come into play, Pi 1. I feel like that's where already, Pi 1, you might help them with this, with accepting their more darker, negative, more emotion as part of them, as a natural part of life. Because I feel like they might not really hide away, but they might really a little bit of brush away their, their darker negative emotion. It's like if they feel something darker, some dark emotion, they might go like, oh, it's not that deep, and they would just try to move on. And sometimes it works, sometimes I feel like you do need to do that, but I feel like sometimes it depends on the situation. So this person is a type of person who doesn't give up. Like you can try again tomorrow. I feel like the word relentless come to mind, but in a way of really motivating. It's like it's hard for them to keep up something if they're gonna do it, or if they're committed. It's like, for example, if they want to learn how to rock climbing for some reason. So if this person want to learn, just an example, learn to rock climbing, and they never done it before, and they try it, and they would just like try again and again, practice until they're good at it, until they're natural at it. And even if they're not good right away, I feel like they're not the type to give up prematurely and go like, oh, this is too hard, I'm not gonna continue. Like I feel like they're not like that. They're gonna keep going, keep trying to, that example, rock climb until they got it, until they became a natural at it. And that's one part of the quality that you could even say bring them to a lot of places, open a lot of door for them. It's like they take rejection really well. Yeah, this person take rejection really well, and they're not offended by it either. It's like if you tell them like, oh no, I don't want to be your friend, the other would be like, okay, I understand. Can you tell me the reason why? Yeah, it's like it's hard to offend them because I feel like they take life like flowing river. Yeah, they accept life. They take life like a current, like go with the flow. Yeah, they're easy and chill. They're like, oh, no worries. If an inconvenience come up, they're like laugh to it, if you know what I mean. So they're very jovial. They might make a lot of jokes. Yeah, they might make a lot of jokes to lift up the mood. And I feel like this person positive energy is really infectious. Like you just can't be mad at them. They're just really really infectious. Their positive energy is like, this is the type of person to have good by your side when you're, you know, learning a new hobbies or trying to go for your goal. Like for example, like a sport goal. It's like if you're working out, like this scenario, and you're about to give up, this author would come in and like cheer you on and tell you like, no, don't give up, you're nearly there, keep going. Like they're very supportive. This person is really, really supportive, a very good friend. Like this is such a good friend to have. And yeah, very understanding. It's so weird, they might come across as like, you know, joke, like to joke and not really take things seriously, but actually they're very mature as well. Like I said, it's hard to offend them and they take rejection really well. So that's a sign of emotional intelligence and acceptance, as well as emotionally mature person. So this person is emotionally mature as well. And I just noticed this color blue and yellow like around this author, and the same as well, like the blue and yellow. So blue and yellow might be your color and your person aura, and it's mixing. So I feel like you guys are very similar, but like this different side of the same coin, if you know what I mean. And like I mentioned in the beginning, your aura, your energy mixes really well, like mixes. And when you and your person are together, it creates this atmosphere, this nice, calm, even you could even say hypnotized atmosphere for you both. It's like, you know, when you staring at an ocean or a river or water flowing, you feel a bit hypnotized by it. It's like that feeling when you and your person energy mix together. So yeah, so Pai 1, that's a description of you and your person. So if you resonate in any way, this is just a confirmation that this is your pie. So next I'm gonna move on to what do you like about your person and what do your person like about you. Okay, Pie 1, I already shuffled the card. I was about to film my shuffling, but I forgot to click play. So this is the card you get. So this is what your person, the author, like about the whale, about you. So you got the 4 Wands, Mother of Cups, and the Hermit, and this quote: anything you want could not be wrong. And what does the whale like you like about the author, your person? And you got the 4 of Swords, the 4 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Wands. And this quote: the world seems kind when you're around. To believe again is easy when you're with me. If magic is real, it is where you'll be. Oh, this is my poem. And the back of the deck, you got the Daughter of Pentacles. Okay. Right away, number 444 come up: 4 Wands, 4 Swords, and 4 Pentacles. That's a lot of 4, so that might be your sign confirmation that that's your person. That's your person, Pie 1. But number 4 made me think of stability, protection, and home. So I feel like you and your person feel like a protection, especially energetic protection. It's like you feel like you can, both of you feel like you can bear yourself to each other, bear your soul, yes, to each other without fear, and that without fear of it's gonna be used against you, or it's gonna throw back at you. It's like you both feel safe in each other's presence, and you both feel at home with each other, like I mentioned in the beginning, comfortable, very like natural, like meant to be. You know how you could say, you know how you look up at the sky and you see the cloud in the sky? It's like the cloud is meant to be flowing in the sky, just like you is meant to be next to your person, and vice versa. It's feel really natural and factual, you know, like water flows, sunshine, a tree grow, something like that. It's very natural and factual for you guys to be in each other's lives. So I'm gonna start with what does the author like about the whale. So for one, the author feel like the whale is their manifestation come true, their soulmate, their destiny, their fate, and with the for one, their home, like I said. So the author, your person, pi one, feel at home with you, like I keep saying, and feel like you are destined to be together, destined for each other. And like I said, there's a similarity to how you approach life with understanding and acceptance, and with light, you know, lightheartedness, and you could even say surrender and detachment. It's like you don't take things, you try to not to take things personally, because it's a part of life. Everything that happened, it's just a part of life. And they love that attitude of yours, pi one, because they also have the same philosophy. They also think the same way. It's like they don't think that, oh, this should be like that or that should be like that. It's like it is what it is, but it's not in terms of pessimistic or nihilism. It's opposite. Like your person love that you see the darkness in the world, but choose to focus on the light. They love that you see the cruelness, you could even say, like, you see a lot of horrible things people do and say and done to you, pi one, but they love that you never succumb to darkness. You always choose light and kindness. And they really admire that about you. It's like they love that your destiny is always the light, the sun, the dawn. It's like no matter what you go through, your destiny is always gonna be bright. Your future is always gonna be bright. And when they look at you, they see the universe kindness, they see magic, they see with this dimension, like higher dimension, you could say they see spirit. In a way, if your person is not spiritual, they love that you are, and they love that you share your spiritual insight with them, and your downloads, and you can even say like your explanation. So they're very interested in that. It's like, for example, if you're into astrology and your person doesn't know, like they just doesn't know what that is, but they really love it when you tell them about astrology, you know, like if you're into tarot as well, for example, your person love that you tell them about these things. Like they're very open-minded and they love to hear about your concept, your vision, your download, you could even say your prediction even. Like they find it fascinating, and they're not the type to be really religious, your person, or like spiritual, or really hung up by like higher power. I feel like your person doesn't really think about those things, but when they hear it from you, from your point of view, they can feel it. They can feel like, oh, like I can feel the magic coming from the whale, from pi one. And yeah, they love that. You're just magical to them, pi one. That's what they love about you. Yeah, you might point out like pi one, you might point out their synchronicity. It's like, for example, You might point out coincidences, you could say synchronicity to the author, and the author would be like, oh wow, that's amazing, I never noticed that before. Yeah, I feel like they love it. Taiwan, when you point out little coincidence, little magic that's going on, like for example, angel's number, you would tell them like, oh look, another angel number, or you would point out to them little sign and symbol from the universe. It's like your person now take notes from you. Like now they can, maybe in the past they didn't notice, or even like know to notice these things about this side, this synchronicity. But now from you they learn that, oh, you're right, the universe is speaking to me through this side, and they like that you point it out to them. It's like something that you love to do together, and yeah, that's just one thing specifically that they like. And with the Mother of Cups, yeah, the Mother of Cups remind me of the whale, like the same energy, emotionally intelligent, emotionally mature. It's like the author love Paiwan, what they love about you is like you're emotionally mature. And you don't do passive aggressive. That's one word come true. I feel like the author might have deal with a lot of passive aggressive people, and I feel like they're over that. So they really love that you're not the type. I feel like you're the type to speak things out, express your feeling, even difficult feeling. They love that about you. It's like you have no problem speaking up on your needs and what your emotion and what you're going through without shame and guilt. I feel like the author really admire you about that, Paiwan, and they think that's really brave to openly express like the emotional, the hardship that you're going through. It's like, for example, you might express to them, just an example, like, oh, I'm having a hard time processing this, or I don't feel really good, or that what you did doesn't feel good to me. So I feel like the author respects your honesty of what you're feeling. Like you're not catering to them or people around them and their and other people's emotional state. Like you put your emotional state first. You shake. They love that you shake with yourself and your emotion first and operate from there. And you prioritize your emotion, and the other thing that's really rare, Paiwan. That's like really rare and really brave, really amazing. It's like I never seen anyone do it like you before. So I feel like you're very self-aware, Paiwan, and the author notice that, and they, in a way, they like to see and study you and like how you operate, and they're like, wow, this person is really wise. Like they notice all these things. The Mother of Cups talk about nurturing. Like they love your nurturing side, your compassionate side, your, no matter the gender, like your mothering side. Like they love that you take care of them, like they like to take care of them and ask them about their day, about how they feel. I feel like, and really like not asking just for asking sake. Like the author really love that you ask them about like, how are you today, and really care about the answer, and like not expected to respond. Like, you know how a lot of people go like, how are you, and you automatically have to reply, oh, I'm fine, thanks, and you, it's like automatic. It's like, it's not even, why do you even ask that question if you don't really want to hear the answer? It's just a pleasantry, I think. But I feel like the author love that the whale, you, Paiwan, when you ask them how they're feeling, you really mean it. You really mean like, how do you really feel? How are you right now? And the author appreciate that so much. They're like, oh my god, you're not just asking me for asking sake. You really want to know how I feel. And they feel seen, and they feel heard, and they feel understood, and they love that, Paiwan. They love that so much. And they love that whatever their answer is, the other answer is, you don't judge. You just accept, like I mentioned. If you ask them like, how are you today? And the other go, well, not so good. I've been feeling, for example, depressed lately. The whale would be like, oh, in a way, the whale would be really understanding. Like you would be really understanding and try to validate their emotion. And it's like you don't shy away from the, like I mentioned, darker emotion. And the other appreciate that so much, because it makes them feel like I mentioned, they can be vulnerable with you. They can bear their emotion and their soul with you, and they love that so much, because I feel like it's really rare. I feel like the other don't really do that, like I mentioned, with anyone. Like they would mostly brush aside their darker emotion, but with you, with the whale, they try to be honest. They try to really connect and ask themselves like, how do I really feel right now? And I feel like because they know, the other know that the whale is listening. They're not just, like I mentioned, asking for asking sake. They really want to know. And yeah, they really love that about you, Pi 1. Yeah, and with the whale and the swan, I feel like Pi 1, you remind them of a swan as well, something really graceful, something that moves with the world, not against it. Something about that. The other have a lot of respect for you, Pi 1. What they love about you is the hermit, like I mentioned, self-aware. Like they notice how self-aware you are, because I feel like the other is quite self-aware themselves, but they look at you and they're like, wow, you're another level in a way, Pi 1. I feel like you are like a teacher to them. You teach them a lot. That's what they like about you. It's like they can learn a lot of things from you, Pi 1, about their emotion, about how they really feelings. It's like you have a lot to teach them. You also help them process their own emotion and self-reflection, like I mentioned. I feel like they love that you talk to them about your ideas, your random facts, your insight, your downloads, your spiritual knowledge. Like the other love that the whale they have a lot of information, and I feel like the whale, you do have a lot of knowledge and information and wisdom, but it's not like you're gonna share that with just anyone. Like you're so discerning, you know who is willing to listen to you and like receptive to the message you have, and the other is one that always receptive to your message. So the whale always talk about high concepts, spiritual knowledge with the other, and the other, yes, I feel like they love that. They appreciate that you deem them, you could even say, worthy enough to be able to hear your thoughts. So the other feel honored to hear your insight. Pi 1 is like if they have a decision to make or they need advice on something, the other really value what you said and your insight and what you bring to the table. So if the other needs some advice, they would definitely go to you, the whale, and they would ask you serious question. It's like about whatever they're having a hard time deciding. And I feel like your insight, Pi 1, give them the clarity every time. Like they appreciate, if you do tarot, like your prediction, they appreciate your words and even just your support and your encouragement and affirmation. Like what they like about you is that you really help them solidify their intuition and confirm what their feelings. Sometimes you might do that unintentionally, like you didn't even know that they have like this, but sometimes the other do tell you like, oh, I need an insight on this, what do you think? And they love that you are honest, and you, in a way, like with the hermit, really wise, and the whale, the hermit and the whale are like the widest creatures, and a sea creature again, like all water creature from you, Pi 1. Like you might have heavily water placement in your charts. But yeah, they love that you think outside the box. It's like your, I want to say insight again, but your advice is like, it's not conditioned, it's not programmed like how you're supposed to think. You know what I mean? It's like when the author asks the whale, like, what do you think of this? And you answer them, and the author always amazed by how you look at things and your point of view, and they always go like, oh, I never looked at it like that before. It's like you think outside of the box, you see detail, you see things that people haven't even noticed or considered, and the author is amazed by it every time. It's like, wow, I never see it from that side before. Like, how can you understand people on such a deep level? Yeah, you come across to them as really, really wild own zone, and like they can learn a lot from you, and they want to learn a lot from you, and they're open and receptive to learn a lot from you, and you come across as really beautiful to them, like I mentioned, graceful, very ethereal, that's the word, very magical, like very unique. And yeah, they love that you are their guiding light. With the whale, it's like guiding light in the darkness when all is lost. Yes, I feel like you're the light of their tunnel, the lighthouse in the sea, in the storm. They love that you always, you can even say, when the author go through hard time, they can always count on you to be their light. And sometimes you don't even try, Paiwan. Sometimes, as in, like, you might not even know that the author is going through a hard time, but you, with your energy and who you are alone, has saved them from a lot of hard time without maybe you didn't even know. But the author really appreciate that. The author, like, you have saved me again and again without knowing, and I want to say thank you, and I really appreciate that. Yeah, so that's what the author love about the whale. What your person love about you. Next, Taiwan, what does the whale love about the author? 4 of Swords, 4, wow, and 10. Yeah, definitely. You feel at home with this person, with author. You feel safe. You feel at peace. You feel like calm. You feel like you can be yourself. You don't have to, you could even say, guard up or protect yourself as much. I feel like you might be very sensitive, Paiwan, and I feel like you have to protect yourself all the time, because a lot of, you know, this world energy is quite abrasive to you, quite like harsh a little bit. So you have to like armor up a little bit when you go outside or interact with people, just in case it, you know, it stick on you. So I feel like when you're with this person, you don't have to have your guard up as much. It's like the energy, the outer energy protect you. The present protect you automatically, and you really like that about them. Like their present protect you energetically and maybe even physically. And yeah, they make you feel stable. You love that they make you feel grounded. I feel like you might get a lot of downloads, and you might daydream a lot. And I feel like you find it hard to come down to earth, you would say, or stay in your body. You might be in your head a lot. Maybe you like to daydream a lot, and I feel like you love that this person bring you back down to earth and ground you and make you like present in the moment. I feel like you both love that you both can bring each other in the present and spend time in the present. It's like when you are together, the time pass. The time spent is really in the present. It's like you are not thinking about the past or the future. You really spend it together here and now. And I feel like that's the most thing that you love about each other. It's because, yeah, I feel like the author make you feel safe and secure and take care of, maybe even financially. It's like they're very reliable. The author is like reliable, is then they're really there for you. It's like you might be a person who doesn't like to ask for help, because it's like maybe you don't feel like other people have the capacity to help you, but I feel like with the other, the whale is like, you don't even think twice about asking them for help. That's how safe you feel with them. It's like, oh, I need help with this, and that speaks volume to how you feel toward the other. Like you really like that. You don't have to overthink about this person, about this other. It's like if you need help, you feel like this, if you feel down, you don't need to think twice about like their reaction or what they're gonna say or how they're gonna respond. You just naturally, like really naturally express these concern to them, not self-conscious either. With the Ten of Wands, I feel like you make the other make you feel, like I said, calm, like anxious free, worries free, really nice. As in you can let go of everything, every burden. It's like you feel taken care of. I feel like if you have to always be the emotionally mature one by one, or you have to grow up really fast, or you just have to, like this giving me that energy of older sibling, or you have to take responsibility when you're just young, when you're too young to take responsibility, when you have to grow up too fast. I feel like you might not feel taken care of, and I feel like what you love about the other is like you felt taken care of by them, like they are really there for you, financially, emotionally, physically, like they're present, they're not absent. It's like when I need you, you're there, even energetically. It's like sometimes by one you might go through a hard time and you just like you might not like tell the other or like contact them, but it's like you can feel the energy being there with you, because I feel like you're very sensitive to energy by one, and you can feel energy. You might be spiritual, and the other energy is something that you cherish, and it's like it's very soothing, calming, and like I said, you feel protected by it. And yeah, you love that when you're with the other, you can be yourself. Definitely, you don't have to, in a way, hide your intelligence. Like you don't have to dilute your word or dim your light, or like say, you know, I feel like you're the person who have a lot to say, and you have a lot of insight, you have a lot of advice, you have a lot of things to give, to talk about, like, but I feel like you might hold back sometimes because you know that some people might not get what you're talking about. But with the other, you love that you don't have to hold back, not a little bit. You can just, you know, talk about anything and everything, and you can just, not even about your interest, you can even talk about all your worries and unload on them. It's not like you're dumping your emotion on them or trauma dump on them. It's not like that. It's like you're very understanding towards each other. I mentioned that the other is hard to get offended by. They're like, I feel like the other energy is really strong. Like the energetic field is strong, even if they're not spiritual or consciously doing that. But the high self, the energy, like energetically feel are very strong. That's why it's hard to get them down. That's why it's hard to offend them, because it's just so, the energy is just so strong. So I feel like by one, you feel that when you're with them, you're like, wow, this person is very strong energetically, and they might not even know it. Yeah, it's like, you know what it is? It's so weird, but it's like if you by one can describe your person energy other as an energy, it would be like an evil eye, like that kind of energy, like protecting you from like negative energy. Yeah, I feel like you love that you can let your guard down. You love that it's a balanced relationship, give and take, and you love that you guys flow together. And the way I love that the other is really, like I mentioned, really funny and really cuddly as well. And you know, other, they hold hands, right? And I feel like you, by one, love that the other like to hold your hand. And You love that about them. They're very cuddly, touchy-feely. Like the other love language might be physical touch, and you love that. Pi 1. You love that they are complimentary to you and they compliment you. Like they give you compliment. They're very supportive. They really listen to what you have to say. It's like, and they respond appropriately. You could even say it's like you might be talking a lot about what you're interested in, and you might have a scenario where some people might stop listening, but I feel like with the other, they respond in a way that, oh, you're still listening to me, and they ask really good question. So you're impressed by that. It's like, wow, you're like, for example, if the other is not spiritual and you're trying to explain spiritual concept to them, the other have a way of like asking interesting, deep, insightful question that you're like, oh, wow, you're listening to me and you're actually understanding what I'm trying to explain to you, even though you're not spiritual. That's really impressive. And yeah, I feel like time spent with the author just passes by. You don't even notice like how long you've been talking. So that's what you love, Pi 1. It's like you love the author can steal your focus, your attention, just like that. And they're like, make you feel present. And yeah, I feel like one fun fact is you might have the same favorite color, like either blue or yellow or both. And yeah, I feel like you love, like I keep mentioning, the whale love that they don't have to hide their emotion. They feel safe to express their feeling, like bare their soul, bare their emotion to the fullest. Like, oh my god, I feel. For example, if you feel like you're gonna cry, you just like express that to the other without like not even hesitation. And that's like new to you, because I feel like you are careful not to do that around people, Pi 1, for some reason, because you might afraid about people might judge you or how they would respond. But with the other, you fear nothing. I feel like you just like, oh my god, I want to cry, so you just cry in front of them. Yeah, you might not be the type to cry in front of people, Pi 1, but I feel like with the other, you don't hold back, and that's your favorite thing. It's like you're just so comfortable and so safe. I feel like it's so rare to find even friends, let alone significant other, to make you feel so safe in the world. Yeah, I feel like the whale love that the author take, you could even say burden from them. Like I said, the author like to take care of the whale. Like you love that the author like to take care of you. Your person like to do little thing for you. Another of their love language might be act of service. It's like if you are worried about, for example, like if you have a lot to do and you worry that you still haven't done your grocery shop, like for example, the author would like take that off your hand and they would do it for you. You love that they take off your burdens without making you feel bad, without like, oh no, you don't have to do that. It's not like that. It's so natural. It's like, oh, you're too busy to do that, let me do it. It's like so natural to support each other, to help each other, to give each other a hand. And it's so new to you, Pi 1, because I feel like if maybe in the past you feel like, oh, I don't want to bother people with this task, like I can do it myself. But I feel like the other is like naturally just take it out from you, take it out from your hand without you having to say much. The other is really intuitive, like you. They're very intuitive and they can feel what you need. So that's what you love about them. It's like they're so intuitive to your needs and your emotion. It's like, it's making me think of, for example, just an example for the whale. You don't have to be a woman. I'm just giving like an example. Is like if the whale is on their period, for example, and you like daughter would instinctively know that and would like bring you what you need, like hot water, chocolate, whatever, for example. It's like that. It's like daughter is really in tune to the whale emotional needs without having to really without the whale having to actually explain it to them. So that's really amazing. Yeah, you guys might have a telepathic connection now that I think about it. Like you just know what other is feeling, even if you're not in the same room, even if you're at a distance. It's like the whale would instinctively know that, oh wait, the other is sad right now, and the vice versa, the other would just know that, oh, the whale is going through a hard time. It's like you are connected energetically, and I feel like, yeah, you connected in the 5D, and yeah, your 3D self is in tune with that. Yeah, this makes me think of body language. Yes, I feel like you can tell like both body language is comfortable and is toward each other. You know, it made me think of when the whale loved the other body language. Again, very protective body language and very welcoming. It's like, for example, if you're going to a restaurant, you're sitting outside, for example, on the table. The whale loves that the other body language is like leaning toward them, facing them. Or when you're walking on the road, the otter would be the one walking on the outer side, you know, and the whale loves that they're in the corner. It's like that. I don't know why, but I feel like you, the whale, love the otter body language. Yeah. And yeah, that's what the whale love about the otter. And yeah, the word, what you love about each other, the word comfortable, the word vulnerability, the word natural and flowing water. Yeah, it's just so natural. I feel like this relationship progresses so naturally. Yeah, so Taiwan, that was what do you like about your person, and what does your person like about you, based on the poem you choose. And yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope it resonated. If it does, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And if you want to read more of my original poetry, you can follow my Instagram below. And yeah, that's it, Taiwan. You sound amazing as well as your person. So I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Bye bye. Hello, Pi 2, whoever chooses this Pi writes. So today reading is a pick a poem reading on what does your person like about you, and what do you like about your person. So the poem you choose is number 51, Limitless, and I wrote this on the 15th, so mirror number of 51 and 15 might be significant. So, limitless. I cling to you like I never cling to life. I used to be so careless as to how I was living. I took things for granted. Beauty was hard to find, but one look into your almond eyes has destroyed all those limited thoughts of mine. You opened up my world more than one. You show me things that are not from this realm. Magic is in the air when we're together. With you by my side, I have come to believe and thank the higher power. Wow! So this poem is about finding someone or being with someone who help you overcome your limited belief and show you the limitless possibilities. And this is about knowing someone who help you feel gratitude for life and feel grateful for the little things. I used to be so careless as to how I was living. I took things for granted. And someone here could have an almond-shaped eyes but one look into your almond-shaped eyes has destroyed all those limited thoughts of mine. So it's like knowing someone who represents like an impossibility. Like, you know, when you look at someone and you think like, are they even real? That doesn't seem real, too good to be true. Yeah, something like that. And you opened up my world, so you and your person might help each other learn about each other's world, or you and your person might travel together. And if you are spiritual, then I feel like you gonna really open up your person world on spirituality, because you show me things that are not from this realm, and magic is in the air when we're together. Yeah, I feel like either you or your person will feel, the relationship will feel like it's represent something bigger than the eyes can see, or the earthly realm. Like your relationship with your person might represent magic, might represent like something that you only thought you could have in movies or in fairy tales, make you believe in a higher power. I have come with you by my side. I have come to believe and thank the higher power. So I feel like this relationship between you and your person is going to be so special. Something that you just can't believe. It's like when you look at your person or vice versa, when they look at you, you're both gonna feel gratitude, feel grateful, feel blessed, and feel like, I can't believe this is real, or you're real, or we're together. Is something is, it feels unreal, unbelievable. So that's the poem representing this relationship between you and your person. And to clarify, you don't have to know your person. This could be your future person. So that's the poem that you choose. Pile 2. Okay, pile 2. Next, I'm gonna pull a pocket animal spirit card to represent you and your person. This could be an energy check-in to see if this is your pile. Okay, that was the last, but I'm gonna take octopus because it turned over. I'm also gonna give you this handmade code deck. Okay. Pile 2, I pull a card representing you and your person. So you are represented by the dragonfly with this code. The happiness you ever been won't be the happiest you ever be. And the octopus representing your person with this, treat yourself like how you want your parent to treat you. So significant sign number 99, 999, yeah, might be significant to you. So this part of the reading is just an energy check-in to see if this is your pile. So pile 1, dragonfly is an air sign. You might be an air sign, or air sign might be significant in your charts, and your person might be a water sign, particularly Pisces. It might be significant in your charts. I feel like two of these animals, dragonfly and octopus, talk about the mind. The dragonfly talk about clear mind, and the octopus talk about perceptive mind. So I feel like by 2, you and your person are quite similar. Like you might be at the same stages in life, and you might have similar personality. And I feel like your soul might be the same, like you might share the same soul, because I feel like your personality is quite similar. But I feel like with this card, you, pile 1, you might be a bit more advanced than your person, as in spiritually with the dragonfly. So pile 1, your energy is very light. Dragonfly represent light energy. You're someone, that always believe in the bright future. You're someone that love to try new things. So you might like to travel or explore, or you just love to travel with your mind, as in learn about new culture, learn about new information, new languages, or like to watch interesting documentary, watch movies, maybe even anime. Like you like to travel with your mind as well, immerse your mind in a new world. This made me think of Harry Potter, for example. Yeah, I feel like you have a very vivid and big imagination, Pi 1, and you might love to be creative or do art of some kind. This triangle made me think of water painting. And I feel like doing artistic, creative things make you feel calm, make your mind still, make you feel like all is well. So it's like doing art is like your therapy. So you're the type of person who believe in the good side of people, the light side of people. And it's not that you are naive to the shadow side of people, but I feel like Taiwan, you have a very optimistic mind and you love to see the good side of life. Kind of the cup is half full in a way, not half empty kind of mindset, which is great because I feel like that have saved you a lot from like being pessimistic and jaded. I feel like your strong mindset, your optimistic mindset have saved you from being jaded in life or, you know, giving up on people. And yeah, I feel like you're a sort of inspiration to people around you. But I feel like the biggest thing is I feel like Taiwan, you're the source of inspiration to yourself. It's like if people ask you like who's your biggest inspiration, I feel like you're the type of person who will say that my biggest inspiration in life is me, myself and I, because I am my own sort of light, my own sort of hope. And it's amazing. I feel like to be everything to yourself is such an advanced mindset to have. Yeah, you're Pi 2, you're the type that hard to break mentally. You have a very resilient mindset. It's like if someone want to come in or try to, you know, project their limited belief or project their pessimistic mentality onto you, it doesn't really work because I feel like you have a very strong mental fortitude and mindset of like the happiness you ever been won't be the happiness you ever be. Yeah, of hope and faith, of like you the type of person to believe that there's always a light at the end of the tunnel and that hope is always something you can look for or have. It's like you have such a strong mind, not gonna lie, Pi 2, and it's very needed in this kind of world. And I feel like you have dealt with limited belief in the past, and I feel like in your energy right now, Pi 2, you have overcome your own limited belief and now you're in the mindset of anything is possible. If that person can be or do something that I want, that means they're like a representation that it's possible and I can do it too. Yeah, I feel like you're not afraid to explore different possibility. Pi 2, you're at a point in your life where you're like, let's see what happens, let's give it a try, instead of like predetermined that it's not gonna work or that is not possible. So I feel like you have healed a lot of your own lack mentality as well as limited mindset as well as pessimism. You're very balanced in how you perceive and observe the world. I feel like you're not internalize people believe anymore. I feel like you can see clearly, Pi 2, of the reality. It's like you realize that if there's dark time, if I have to experience dark time, I know for a fact that soon I will experience the light time, the lighter side of life, because that's just how the world is. That's just fact. It's like if there's the sun, there's always the sun, if the moon rise, the sun will also rise. It's like I know for a fact that life doesn't have just one side, which is darkness. Light also have light side. I feel like maybe in the past that fact might like scare you a little bit, that when you're happy you might feel like, oh, if I'm happy then not long I'm gonna be sad again, because that's just the cycle of life. I feel like you have healed from that kind of pessimistic mindset, like I mentioned, glass half empty, glass half full kind of mindset. Now you're like, oh, I'm gonna appreciate this happy time of mine because I know that it won't last. And when you're going through a hard or dark time, Pi 2, you know for a fact that it's just temporary. The sun will always rise again. And this kind of mentality help you come out of hard time and help you go through hard time much easier. And I feel like this is such a skill that you have mastered. And I feel like that's amazing. Pi 2, you're a very amazing person to be able to live in acceptance of, you could even say the cycle of life. It's like, oh, light, like the cycle of life, of the cycle of darkness, and then the cycle of light again. You're the type of person who have a lot of hope for the world, hope for people. You can see the good side in them. You can see the light. You can see, in a way, for example, if some people see someone that are, troublesome personality, a lot of people would go like, oh, that person can't be saved, they're just trouble, for example. But I feel like Pi 2, you're the type of person who doesn't give up on people easily. So you might be a very good teacher, a very good foster parent come to mind. That's very specific. Work in the foster system for some reason. Mentor, a good psychologist, a good life coach. Yeah, that's just something that I pick up. Like you might be a very good motivator, someone that represents hope, someone that gives people hope. Yeah, because I feel like that example, when people give up on trouble kids, for example, it's just an example. You would be the type to see the potential, to see the hope in them, and that's, in a way, might have saved a lot of people already. Yeah, so I feel like you're strong. Pi 2, you're a very strong person. Like your spirit, your soul is so strong. Like it's so hard to break your spirit. It's so hard to to make you give up and jaded in life. It's amazing quality to have because it has saved you, I think. So it could save a lot of lives as well. So I feel like you're such an amazing person. Pi 2, you're already a light to people. Maybe you might not don't know that, but you're already a light and a hope to other people. And I feel like if you haven't met your person yet, you're also going to be a light and a hope to your person as well. Pi 2, I'm going to move on to the octopus, which is your person. And feel free to switch the side if you resonate with the octopus more. If you resonate with the octopus more, then I feel like the dragonfly is your person. But the octopus, treat yourself. I feel like the octopus have a very perceptive, intelligent mind as well. I feel like you guys will connect for sure mentally to each other. Like your strong mental connection will be so strong. You might even have psychic connection. You might, I'm already getting you guys' relationship. You both might can read each other like mind when you're together. So yeah, the octopus have such an intelligent mind, like intelligent outlook in life. How they perceive the world is so detailed, you could say. But I feel like with this energy, they might be in quite a pessimistic mindset. Like I mentioned, you are a bit more advanced in your spiritual journey than your person. Your person might not be spiritual, and I feel like at number 9 there might be, your person might be at the brink of spiritual awakening, like a breakthrough with number 9. And this hard, I feel like hard energy that they're going through, you know, Paitu, that every hard energy or difficult energy that we go through is actually a sign of like a breakthrough, a sign of you're about to shift into a new energy. Make me think of that quote. It's darkest before the dawn. Yeah, I feel like your person is going through this. It's darkest before the dawn, and I feel like their mind is quite not in a great place. I'm not gonna lie. It's like their mind is in a worried state about something, maybe about their life path and what they're doing. I feel like they're very confused and very lost about the path and where to go, even though this person, octopus, is very capable, very skilled, very intelligent, like extremely intelligent. They have many skills, and octopus has 8 what you call that 8 legs, I don't know. Is it, or is it, do I imagine that? But it's making me think of 8 of Pentacles. It's like they're very skilled. But the thing is, I feel like they feel quite lost, because I feel like they are on a path of not their own. This octopus feel quite lost because they're following a path that's not of their choosing, but maybe because of expectation, maybe from their parents or society, and they feel like it's not fulfilling, and they're at the break, like they're on the brink of breakthrough of trying to deciding their own path or go their own way. But to be able to do that, I feel like you have to go through a lot of ego death, identity death, or it's making me think of collapsing of own mentality, limited mindset, you know. You can feel like this person is going through like all these really, really big spiritual lesson of what do they think is possible? Can they believe in themselves to go their own way? It's like they have a lot of worries and a lot of question, a lot of back and forth with themselves. Like, should I do this? Should I pick my own path, or should I stay and continue this path that is secure and fulfill people's expectation but not fulfilling? So they have this back and forth. You could even say mental war with themselves. But I feel like this is a lot of cerebral energy. I feel like they're focusing too much on their mind and not enough on their hearts and their soul. So yeah, this person is having a hard time right now. Pi 2, not gonna lie, your person is very confused, and your person feel lost, and your person feel like they don't feel like their hope is dwindling. And I feel like this person is quite logical and factual, and they might not believe in you could even say higher power. They might be an atheist as well, not gonna lie. They might not believe in like astrology, spirituality. They might be very skeptical of that, and that's why they're having such a hard time right now, because what they're going through is that it's time to eradicate those limited mindset, or those like resolution mindset of that can't be real, or I don't believe in this spirituality thing. I feel like that's the own mindset that they have, that's trying to fall away, but they might be resisting it. You know what I feel like Pi 2, your person is going through this feel like the card of death as well as the tower at the same time. So it's a very difficult energy, like they're surrounded by this black darkness, surrounded by like quite a lot of dense and negative emotion. But actually perpetuated by their own mind of and it making me think of Knight of Swords as well, of like a lot of mental anguish. And it is difficult. I feel like if this person, like I mentioned, they're not spiritual or they don't believe in that, not long while they finish with this process of this soul, what you call that, dark night of the soul journey, they will become a new person who, you know, are more open to spirituality or astrology of those things. But right now they're at the middle, the really middle, like really the darkest before the dawn, like really smack dab. They're at like the really center of it all, of either should I go my own way, should I change my own mindset, should I change the way I perceive and see the world, is spirituality real, is higher power real, should I entertain that thought, or should I just stay the same and just decide and believe that they're not real? It's like they're going through a lot of question of identity, of mindset, and it's a very, very difficult energy to be in, not gonna lie, Paitu. So we might want to send loving energy to this person because it's not easy. But I believe that with you here as a dragonfly, I feel like you, maybe your higher self, is guiding them through this. Your higher self is helping them come out the other side, helping them through this dark energy, because your energy, Paitu, is very, very light, like embodiment of light, whole faith. And I feel like this energy of yours is so soothing and so needed, as well as so helping. It's really helping your person right now. And yeah, I forgot to mention, but you might resonate with a light worker, Paitu. So Paitu, that was your energy and your person energy. If you resonate with either one of those, then this is a confirmation that this is your pie. Okay, next Paitu, I'm going to give you these Wild Unknown deck to get into the reading of what do you like about your person and what does your person like about you. Like I mentioned, you don't even have to have a person to watch this. Anyone of relationship status can watch this. It could be your future person. Oh, I'm gonna do that again. Okay, Paitu. I already shuffled the cards. So this side is what does your person like about you, and this side is like what you, the dragonfly, like about your person, and what does the octopus like about the dragonfly. You got the Five of Swords, the Father of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune, and this quote: if I could take your pain and make it my own, I would take it all from you. And that's my poem, I Love You Unconditionally. Just gonna put it here. And what does the dragonfly you like about your person? You got the Seven of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Fool. And this love quote: I was not aware of this feeling you gave me and made me wonder. Is this what love is like? So soothing and divine, but so hot and burning at the same time. Yeah, soothing. I describe you as soothing. And yeah, I feel like you, the dragonfly, is very soothing to the octopus, your person. It is the frightening thought that in one fraction of a moment you can fall in the kind of love that takes a lifetime to get over. Wow. And with the poem Limitless, the poem that you choose, I feel like the main focus of the main reason why you're together is because of, I feel like both of you help each other eliminate limited belief, like that's coming on very strong. Like both of you, this relationship help you and your person help each other overcome overcoming limited mindset. Like amazing. It's such a powerful relationship to be in. So if you don't know who this person is, like the your future person and this future relationship is gonna help you overcoming your limited belief. And it's amazing because then you can do anything. Like basically you can create, build, become anything you ever imagine. The possibility is endless, like the infinity symbol. And that's open up to such potential for the soul growth. And your soul can grow so much when you eliminate your limited beliefs. So such a high level soulmate, I believe, by to you and your person is a high level soulmate, because I want to say that not only are you and your person helping each other eliminate limited belief, I feel like you and your person, you guys together gonna help the world, gonna help the society or your community, your close friend or people in general to overcome their own limited belief. I don't know how you guys gonna do this, but I think that's one of your guys mission together is to help people believe in the impossible. You could say believe that literally limitless possibility. So I just got that from your poem. So I'm gonna start with your person, octopus. What does the octopus like about the dragonfly, which is you, pie 2? So they like you, the 5 of swords. Yeah, I feel like the octopus really admire the dragonfly. First of all, I feel like your first impression come to mind, even if you haven't met. So when you're gonna meet the octopus, have quite a conflict perception of the dragonfly, or the conflict, you could even say like they don't know how to perceive you. They don't know how to like categorize you. I feel like the octopus might have encountered a lot of people that they like just put in a box, like categorize this type person gonna be like this. But I feel like pie 2 dragonfly, you have surprised them in a way. You have made them in a way question reality. Yes. So the octopus love that you are so contradicting. Pie 2 with the 5 sword, it's like they cannot categorize you. They cannot put you in a box. They cannot, like, for example, if they already see you as one way, as oh, this person is logical, this person is rational, but then they witness another side of you that's so creative, that's so spiritual, and they're like, wait a minute, why are they so contradicting? And this might puzzle them because they have always encountered or have always seen things in one way, kind of limited way. But I feel like you, pie 2, have surprised them, have opened them and their mind and their perception up to like, people can be multifaceted, people can be this and that, people can be paradoxical or contradicting, as in people can be both artistic and imaginative, as well as logical and rational. People can be both. It's making me think of this stereotype, like just a stereotype that come into mind, like if you're beautiful, if you have a pretty face, you don't have a brain. It sounds harsh, but this stereotype kind of exists. It's like that. It's like, oh, if you're pretty, that means you're not intelligent, or if you're intelligent, then you're not attractive. It's just a really weird stereotype that come into mind. And I feel like the octopus might have this kind of stereotype before how they see people, but I feel like what they like about you, pie 2, is that you break all their stereotype. Not only are you attractive, you're also very, very smart, and they are impressed by your mind, your mental capacity. Like I mentioned, the octopus is very intelligent, and I feel like the dragonfly is as well. You're gonna connect mentally so much, so deep. Like you both have a deep, detailed mind that goes beyond. It's so complicated. So I feel like you guys are going to connect mentally really well. So that's what the octopus feel like surprised by and what they admire and love about you is like, wow, you're not only attracted by to them, to your person, but you're also extremely intelligent. And they're like, wow, how can you be both? And they're very blown away by that. And like I said, very contradicting. I don't know in what way, but it's like you're very soft. Yeah, I feel like to them you come off as very soft, very nice, very polite, very kind, but also at the same time, very firm, like with a healthy boundary and honest, and you're not afraid to say what you need to say. It's like you're soft, but you're not letting people step over you. It's like how can you be bold? Like they're very puzzled by you, and it's one of their favorite thing because I feel like your person, the octopus can never figure you out, or can never, like I said, categorize you, and that's one of their favorite things. They find you very interesting. They love to observe and watch you and witness different sides to you that honestly amaze them, and it make they like question life as well, make them question people around them and even themselves, because it's like it make them question that maybe they might be a little bit prejudiced or narrow-minded, because I feel like your existence has opened their mind to other personality, other type of people, and your existence have give them like a new perspective on life. So yeah, maybe the octopus might be surrounded by quite, I just want to say, like narrow-minded, not really open-minded people. So I feel like when they see you or met you and have to come to know you, I feel like the octopus will realize this fact, like, oh, maybe I haven't been surrounded by the best people or the most cultured people, because I feel like when they see you, met you, by two, they will realize this about themselves, and it make them like that about you is because you make them think, you make them become reflective on their own life, and like, maybe I haven't been such open-minded, maybe I've been thinking too much of black and white, maybe two things can exist as ones, like, yeah, what they like about you, part two, is like you make them think, you just make them like question their lives and question people they're around and question their belief system, and what they believe in and what their thought is fact might not be, but just their own limited belief. Yeah, I feel like you open up their mind a lot with how you perceive the world by two. As in, if the octopus, I feel like the octopus is a bit pessimistic, but I feel like what they like about you is like you challenge the pessimistic, negative mindset. It's like if this octopus have a dream or have a thing they want to do, and they talk about it, but they might go like, oh, that's not gonna happen, I don't have time for that. I feel like by two, you're the type of person that would challenge them and go like, what do you mean you don't have time? Like you as in like you challenge them, but not with like unrealistic, not in an unrealistic way, as in you challenge them in a factual way, as in when the octopus mentioned that, oh, they can't do their favorite hobby because they don't have time, the dragonfly would go like, what do you mean they would just list out your schedule and point out like you have time at after 5, you have like nothing to do there, you can do your hobby at that time, and it's possible. It's like really, really encouraging in a factual way that the octopus cannot diffuse it, it's like, oh, maybe the dragonfly is right, maybe I do have time to do my favorite hobby. Like it's make them think and make them come back and reflect on their own mindset and their own like belief, like why did I think that I can't do this? Why did I think that I don't have time to do what I want to do? It's amazing, really, right, too, because you open up their mind, you question their mentality of, oh, I don't have time, I can't do this, even though it's something that they want to do. So that's what the octopus like about the dragonfly is like, you make me think, you make me rewrite what is possible for me, and that's so amazing. And you're very encouraging and supporting to them as well. Like I mentioned that example, if they go like, oh, I don't have time to do this as well, I don't have a skill, like I don't have skill to do it, the dragonfly would go like, of course you don't have the skill, you haven't even started, the skill come when you do it. It's like the dragonfly is so smart, which the octopus really like. It's like no excuses from the octopus will like go past the dragonfly. The dragonfly is so, I don't know, but they just hit on the spot, you would say, with the octopus. It's like they say all the right thing, the dragonfly, like everything they said makes the octopus like feel like, oh my god, maybe I have to change the way I believe. And it's amazing because it helped them overcome their limited belief, which is the big theme in this relationship. That's what they love about you, Pi 2. And next is Father 1. So what they love about you is that you're so innovative, Pi 2, as well as very attractive. I did mention, right, like you're so attractive to them. Your person think that you're so attractive, but not just like your appearance or your human avatar, I would say, but also your personality. You're very charismatic to them. Like your energy is so intense and charismatic, like this lightning, it just hit you. I feel like you're someone that, like I said, know all the right thing to say. You're someone who's very witty, quick-minded, like I feel like banter and sarcasm come to mind. I feel like your person really love that about you. You might have the quick-witted mind and banter and sarcasm, and you might like the same humor, have the same sense of humor, as well as they see you as someone who's very capable, who's very dynamic, adaptable, someone who's very creative as well, and someone who can adapt well to any situation and anything. For example, like if, like I mentioned, like contradicting is like if they see you as someone who's book smart, like all the facts, all the information, then suddenly they witness you being socially smart, street smart, know how to say the right thing, know how to win people over, very persuasive. It's like I mentioned, they can't categorize you. They see you as like multi-talented, and yeah, that's what they love about you. It's like this person can do everything. This person is amazing. Your person really love that you just adaptable and fit into all situations, no matter like where you are. And they're very impressed by that because it's a sign of social intelligence, and you are so effortless and natural in what you do. So I feel like this person, like I mentioned, love to watch you and observe you and admire you in a way like, wow, this person, whatever they're doing, they seem to be effortless and natural at it. Even maybe that's not even true to you, Patu, but your person see this like, wow, you make it look easy. You make it look easy, and they love that about you. Like, and I feel like they love that you're very easygoing as well, like very chill, not making a fuss. Like I feel like you love that you don't, not like dramatic, but in like negative way. Some people, just for example, maybe the octopus have been around or been surrounded by dramatic people who's like love to complain, like I mentioned, very pessimistic or negative people who love to nitpick or who just not like never satisfied. So I feel like the octopus really love that you're the type of person I do that's like very chill, very easy, very like hard to offend, and that you don't make thing a big deal when it's not a big deal. You know what I mean? That saying, make a molehill. Yeah, I don't know what that saying is. It's like make a mountain out of a molehill, that kind of saying. I feel like you're not that type, and the octopus really like that about you. It's like if something is not a big deal, you're not making it a big deal. You're just like, this is easy, normal, because I feel like the octopus might work with people or surrounded by people who make a big deal of everything, make a problem of everything, and they really don't like that. And I feel like when they see that you're not that type, they really, really admire that about you. It's like you just keep it simple. And yeah, I feel like I mentioned you're very quick-witted and very smart. I feel like your person can see that and they witness you being adaptable in situation. Like, for example, like a problem solver. So, for example, if you work together in any way, just an example, if you and your person work together and problem come up, you're the type to not make a big deal about it and solve it, and like solve it in a way that doesn't have to be a big deal, in a smart, innovative way. It's like you can take care of it, and they're very impressed by that. Like by 2, the octopus is impressed by your independent, your leadership skill as well, as in you take the matter into your own hand, your responsibility. It's like you know your responsibility and you know what to do. You know how to do it in a way that, not complicated, doesn't have to be complicated. Like they're very impressed by you. And I feel like it's a compliment. I feel like the octopus feel like you would be a good person to work with. Like they feel like they want to work or be glad to work with you or collab with you. Yeah, it's like Father One make me think of entrepreneurship. Like the octopus admire, they can see that you can definitely be an entrepreneur, start a business, do something of your own. Yeah, they can definitely see that. And if you're doing that, they actually really admire that about you. By 2, they admire that you're taking, you could even say, power into your own hand, choosing to go your own path and do your own thing. Or even if it's a hobby as well, like you have your own thing, you have something that you're personally passionate about. And the octopus really admire that because, like I mentioned, in the energy right now, the octopus is in a very, you could even say, crossroad, in an energy of should they choose themselves or what they want, or choose the expectation of the society, or what should be, or what they should do, So I feel like they especially admire you, the dragonfly, that you have chosen your own path in some way. You have go independent in some way. Even if that is just your mind, it's like you don't think like other people. You don't have the same mental mindset as other people. You have very, very independent mindset of, I will believe what I want to believe. I'm not going to believe what I've been conditioned to believe. Or I will believe what's possible or what's impossible. It's like you have the mindset of what's possible or what's impossible. That's my own belief. I'm not gonna follow what you tell. I'm not gonna believe what you tell me what's possible or what's impossible. It's like that's kind of mindset, and I feel like the octopus noticed that, and they really, really admire that about you. By 2, your independent mindset, your limitless, your unlimited belief, your strong mindset, your social skill. A little bit of sign out, I feel like the octopus might feel like they might be they might feel like you're too attractive for them. So I feel like the octopus need to address that kind of mindset, because I feel like they feel like you might be too attractive for them, because they see you as very, very attractive by 2. So next, what they like about you is the wheel of fortune. Number 10 is like, wow, this really go with what I described in the beginning of your personality. By 2, the dragonfly is you, and I feel like you're hope, you're light, you're something unreal, you're something unbelievable to a lot of people. That's relate to the poem, like I mentioned. The poem, Limitless, that you chose, with you by my side, I have come to believe and thank the higher power. So I feel like with the wheel function here, what the octopus like about you by 2 is that you feel like fate to them. You feel like destiny. You feel like something out of the fairy tale, something unreal, something from higher power. So if the octopus, in a way, why is the octopus in this energy of going to the awaken, going to shape their own mindset of believing or not believing? It's because I feel like it's something to do with you as well. So when they meet you, or if they have met you, it makes them question their reality and question their belief, of course, and question of the higher power. I feel like the octopus love that you make them question their own belief in a way of maybe the higher power really does exist, because Pi 2 exists. Because I have met Pi 2 and they feel like a representation of the divine, a god, a goddess, I don't know. But what they love about you is that you bring magic into their life. You bring something that can be explained by rational mind, by logic, by fact, by the 3D. You bring major arcana, like the Wheel of Fortune is the major arcana. So this is what they really admire and love about you, is that you bring the belief of faith back into their life. So like I mentioned, the octopus might be a person who doesn't believe in this, but then what they like about you is that you kind of make them believe in it, or you kind of make them goes like, I cannot not believe in higher power, because look at Pi 2. So yeah, that's so big to make someone believe or question their belief system. So with the Wheel of Fortune number 10, I feel like the octopus would give you like your 10 out of 10 Pi 2, definitely, to them. Like I mentioned before as well, you're something of a puzzle, something they can't figure it out, something they cannot explain away or categorize with their logical mind. It's like your spirit itself to them. And I feel like what they like about you is like they feel quite connected to you in some way. Like with all this trait, they feel like you're meant to meet, or they feel like meeting you is fated, is planned, is something that meant to happen, because they never meet someone like you before. Yeah, because I feel like when they met you, Paitu, or when they're gonna meet you, it's like you have make them question everything. So that's really big, and that's what they like about you, because I feel like the octopus might not like their life very much, or might not feel enjoy or satisfied with their life very much until they met you. So when they met you, they love that you make them question their life and make them rethink everything, their belief, their relationship, themselves, how they think, what they usually believe in. What they like about you is that you show them, you could even say a third door, or in the poem, you open up my world more than one. You show me things that are not from this realm. Yes, you make them open up to other possibility of, like, if they don't believe in spirituality, hearing you talking about it, Paitu, to them, or seeing you like believing in it, they might reconsider. Yeah, when it comes to you, Paitu, the octopus reconsider everything a lot, because it's like you just feel so magical to them. So magical that they cannot like deny it. They cannot like brush away or excuse away with a logical explanation, because the feeling you elicit in them is not logical. It's not definable. It's indescribable. It's like unreal. With the Wheel of Fortune, it's like, wow, this person make me feel a certain way that I cannot explain, but it's definitely real. What I'm feeling, the emotion you elicit in them is so, I want to say intense with the photo one, but so, this quote, so soothing and divine, but so hot and burning at the same time. Yeah, it's like, it's so soothing and calming, but also like intense and passionate at the same time. So that's what they love about you, like a contradiction. I keep saying, you're like a contradiction to them. And yeah, the moon and the sun, it's like what they love about you, Paitu, is like you're everything they ever want and needed. And they might not even know that. Like they might not even know that they want someone like you or need someone like you until they met you and get to know you, and they're like, wow, this person is everything I ever dream of or want. You know that saying is like, you don't know what you need until you see it. You don't know what you want until you see it, something like that. So that's what they love about you. It's like you fit into their list, if they have a list. Like you tick every box. Yeah, that's the saying, Paitu. What they love about you is like you tick every box to them, as well as boxes that they don't even know they have, quality that they don't even know they need it, you know. Like for example, the octopus might have an idea of what type of partner they want, relationship they want, but then when they met you, it's like you exceed the expectation in a way, as in like, wow. Like for example, I might want a partner who's have a intelligent mind, but then when they met you, not only do you have intelligent mind, you're also spiritual. But the octopus might not put spiritual as part of like as part of the list for their partner. But then when they met you and have come to learn or experience your spirituality, they feel like, wow, this is another thing that I didn't know I needed or want in the person or look for in a person. Yeah, so you open up their world and show them like and exceed their expectation. Yeah, with the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like they feel lucky to meet you, to come to know you, to be with you when you guys are together. Especially meeting you, yeah, they feel really blessed and lucky to meet you, because I feel like you're the type a person to them that you don't meet often, like very rare. Like the dragonfly, they fly really fast and you can't really see them if you don't pay attention. So I feel like the octopus feel so lucky to meet you and to get to know you, to be with you, because you're like one in a lifetime person. They feel like they would never meet this type of person ever again, that kind of feeling. So they feel really lucky to meet you. Paitu, that's what they love about you. It's like you're very one in a million. Yeah, that saying, one in a million type of person, that they feel like, wow, I can't believe I get to meet Paitu or be with Paitu. So yeah, that's what your person love about you, Paitu. Next, I'm gonna move into what do you love about your person? What does the dragonfly love about the octopus? So the Seven of Pentacles, the Magician. Yes, I feel like these two cards, the Magician and the Fool, is indicating the transition with the octopus that I mentioned. So this energy reminds me of like when they're going through this death process, this death transformation, soul awakening, dark night of the soul process, darkest before the dawn. The Magician is the Fool, is what coming out after. Their rebirth gonna be this energy. With the Magician, it's such a good card to come out because it's like taking back your power, going your own way. Remind me, entrepreneurship, choosing your own path, creating your own path. Yeah, so I feel like what you love about the octopus is that they're a very hardworking person, very consistent. Oh, and the Six of Swords is what represent your connection. Yeah. Remind me of like healing mind, like you guys heal each other mindset. What do you like about your person? Part 2 is that with the Seven of Pentacles, the octopus is very consistent. Seven of Pentacles talk about reaping your reward from your hard effort. I feel like the dragonfly love that the octopus is person who's work hard and consistent in their efforts and show up to do the work. It's like they're not shining away from hard work, or like I mentioned, if the octopus have to reflect and think about their belief system and their limited belief and doing the work of self-improvement, doing the work of growth of their limited belief. I feel like what you like about your person is like they're not shining away from that. They're not like excusing or brushing away the need for improvement, and you might feel surprised by that, or you might feel like, wow, they're not so prideful or so egotistic to claim that they are perfect. So I feel like the dragonfly really like that about the octopus. Seven of Pentacles made me think of humbleness and make me think of like the need to improve, strive to do better, and putting in the effort to do that. So that's what the dragonfly love about the octopus, no matter what it is. So if, for example, if the octopus have a problem with their self-esteem, for example, or self-worth, you can see that with a little bit of help and support, the octopus would strive to improve that, to do the work, put in the work, and try to improve their self-esteem and their self-worth. So, and consistently. So what the dragonfly love is that they're not just gonna stay in the situation or in the energy that they found themselves in. They're always gonna try to be better. And that's what the dragonfly like about the octopus. It's like the octopus is always gonna try, and the dragonfly love that about the octopus. It's like all you can do is try, and that's enough. And they love that about the octopus, because I feel like maybe not a lot of people would do that. Not a lot of people would try. A lot of people would just, you know, stay in that kind of energy of, oh, I'm just like this, I'm just like that, this is who I am, and accept that. And I feel like a dragonfly, maybe it might be your pet peeve too, like they've seen enough of that. So they really like the octopus have enough of self-awareness to go like, oh, this mindset doesn't serve me, so I'm gonna try to improve it, to work on myself, to change. And that's really impressed the dragonfly. It's like, oh, you can change, you can admit that you need to change, and that's enough. That's already amazing to the dragonfly, and they love that. Yeah, and what the dragonfly love about the octopus about is they're very confident and skilled. Like both the dragonfly and octopus, very smart people. The dragonfly, you love that your person is quite competent, skillful, smart, capable. I feel like efficient come to mind. It's like you love that your person do their job well. You might work or will work with this person, because I'm describing like working together a lot. So I feel like you love that your person work efficiently. It's like, it's making me think of easy to work with. Yeah, it's like, you know your job, you know your responsibility, you know your part, and you carry out your part without fuss, without lack. It's making me think of perfectly as well. It's like the dragonfly is, they love that the octopus do their job perfectly, do their job like nothing to say, nothing to critique on, like they know what they're doing. And it's like, it remind me of this example. So for example, if you and your person are in a group project, for example in college, like you have to do a group project, or in workplace you have to do a group work. It's like you are impressed that your person know what to do and know their part and responsibility and come through and like diligent and consistent. It's like, oh, the octopus have to do this part, so, and they meet the deadline and they did their part well and perfectly and amazing, and like there's nothing to say. Whereas in that group there might be a person who doesn't like, who have missed the deadline, who doesn't know their own part, their own responsibility, and might drag the group down. It's something like that. So I feel like your person is not like that. Part two, your person is not difficult to work with, so you're very impressed by that. You're like, oh, this person is easy to work with. And I feel like part two, if you have worked with difficult people, your person is not that at all. Your person is so easy to work with, no fuss. So that's amazing. That's what you like about your person. With the magician, I feel like, wow, I feel like you can see magician and the fool is a major arcana. So what you like about your person is like, you can see the potential in them. You can see that they can become someone, a leader of their own life. Because frankly, your person might already is independent in some way. Maybe the last bit that they need to be independent on is the way they perceive or think, the way their belief system is like, they might be conditioned to believe a certain way, but you notice by too that your person, the belief system is changing, and you believe that they can, in a way, change their belief now to more of limitless with this infinite symbol. You love that your person is making me think of stewardship, where they can, with the magician, like they have everything. They need to do what they want. Yeah, I feel like you love that your person is very capable, and it's like stewardship. It's making me think of, for example, if you're with your person, and you both like didn't go grocery shopping, for example, and there's not much ingredient or anything to eat, your person would be able to whip something up that is delicious with the small ingredient that you have. Like, that skill, it's amazing. Like, how can you make something out of nothing? I feel like you're very impressed with your person with that. It's like, wow, how can you make such a delicious meal with like only 3 ingredients that we have left? It's like that. Like, you're impressed with their stewardship skill. Is that what it is? Yeah. And yeah, and make things fun. Like, for example, if do boring things that are not fun, like a meeting or a chore, you love that your person can make anything fun, anything to pass the time easier. Like, for example, if you have to, or for example, you guys are going on a road trip and you're stuck in the car and it's boring, I feel like you love that your person can think of a game to play together, think of quizzes, or talk about something that's very stimulating, interesting, and fun. Yeah, I feel like your person, what you like about your person is like they can make something out of nothing. make fun situation out of boring situation, make delicious food out of ingredient of leftovers ingredient. Oh, make things happen. Yes, I feel like what you love about your person by 2 is like they make things happen for you. And it's like, for example, you're together and you mention like, oh, I really want to go to Hawaii, for example. Like, I never been to Hawaii and I want to go there for vacation. So you just mention this. Next day, your person come in with a plan trip for Hawaii. Like, they came in with a schedule like, oh, this is great time to go to Hawaii. This is the price for the plane ticket and the date. This is the hotel and this is the activity you can do. It's like the whole plan. And I feel like this is just an example. I feel like by 2, when you mention like you want to go to Hawaii, it's like really unserious. It's just an offhand comment. You didn't think that they would go this far to excuse a plan. And yeah, it's like that. Your person, what you like about your person, it's like they make things happen for you in a way that show that they care about how you feel and what you want. Like that, for example, that trip to Hawaii. So you would be really surprised and you're like, you did all this for me. Like you research Hawaii, you researched the best hotel, maybe even booked the vacation for us just because I mentioned it. That's like what you love about your person. Like amazing, really impressive. Another example would be like, oh, I want to learn how to bake cinnamon roll, for example. And you're just like offhand, you just nonchalantly, like you're just saying it for like offhand comment. Maybe you're just showing them a reel in Instagram, for example, but then they take it into their own hand and they like book you a class on how to make cinnamon roll from scratch. Like they book you a class and they go with you. Yeah, it's like that. What you love about your person is like they make things happen for you and they take what you say seriously, even though you yourself didn't even think it seriously. They make things possible for you. They make you feel prioritized. They make you feel heard. Like, oh, I just mentioned I want to make cinnamon roll from scratch, and you took it to the next step level. You took it to the next level for me. You book a class for me and you go with me to do that. It's like you take my wants seriously, and that's amazing. That's what I love. That's what you love about your person by 2. Yeah, it's like, it's so funny. It's like your person have quite a limited mindset with themselves, but when it comes to you, it's like there's nothing they wouldn't do for you. It's so funny, but also so romantic. It's like if they have something they want to do, for example, the octopus is like, oh, I want to bake cinnamon roll, but they would never do it for themselves. They would go like, oh, I don't have time to go to a baking class. But then when you mention it, when the dragonfly mentioned it, that, oh, I want to try some new baking, tries to do baking or like to make cinnamon roll from scratch, it's like the octopus wouldn't hesitate to book a class and go. They're like, oh, Pai 2 want to bake. It's like, Pai 2 want to bake. Why don't we book a class and go? It's so easy. It's so weird. It's like when it comes to you, they can do anything. It's like they think anything is possible. That's so amazing. So, and I feel like you might notice this as well. So next, what you love about your person is the Fool. Wow. Okay, like I mentioned, you love that your person are not afraid or shy away from self-improvement, from like shedding away on belief. So with the Fool here. Yeah, you love that your person is not afraid to literal translation of the Fool, like not afraid to be the Fool, not afraid to be the one who didn't know, or the not knowing one. Like if they don't know something, they won't like go around and say like they know it. They would admit that they don't. So yeah, quite humble energy. So Paitu, you love that about them. It's like if you don't know something, don't pretend to know it. And they really like that about and you really like that about your person, because it's open room for improvement, for growth, for not thinking you're the only person who's right. Yeah, you love that they're not afraid to start over with the Magician as well, not afraid to, like I said, for example, like if they have a limited belief on spirituality or higher power, if they're like an atheist, for example, you admire them that they're not close-minded enough to just stay that way when there are other possibility. So you love that they are open-minded enough to entertain that maybe spirituality exists after all, higher power exists after all. Yeah, you just love that they're willing to try new things, willing to entertain new belief, new idea, not afraid to explore, to roam new territory. Instead of staying the same, staying stagnant. Yeah, you just love that they're not afraid to shade their own identity and step into a new one. I feel like your person is going through that right now, trying to shade their own identity to step into a new one, and it's really difficult. But I feel like what you love about your person is that they have been doing this all along in little thing like for example, if they don't believe in astrology before, but when you try to explain to them or talk about it with them, they don't outright like deny it or like call it like stupid or whatever. They're willing to try to see it from your perspective. They're willing to be the wrong one, or willing to admit that what they believe all along might not be what they gonna believe in the future. It's like they're willing to change and shed own skin and shed own identity, shed own belief for a better way of thinking, better way of being. And you love that about them. Like they're not stubborn about that part. You see them as someone who's willing to explore, who's willing to entertain new path when their own path doesn't work for them. And that's amazing, because it's like a lot of people, Paitu, you might witness a lot of people staying in places that have outgrown them, or that doesn't serve them anymore, and you feel like quite frustrated that maybe a lot of people do not realize that. But I feel like what you love about your person, the octopus Paitu, is that you can see that this person is willing to entertain new path, when their own path or their own self doesn't serve them anymore. And you are impressed by that, impressed by their willingness to try to become something new, even when they are afraid. I feel like that's very brave. Bravery isn't about like not being scared. Bravery is about, even if you're scared, you're still doing it, you still go for it. And I feel like that's what you love about your person, Paitu, is that they're very brave. Yeah, yeah, but every time you think, it's making me think of one example. It's like, for example, if your person is scared of roller coaster, just an example, but you really want to go on one, and you're like, I really love roller coaster, and I really want to go on one. And you're going on one, and your person is coming with you, even though they're scared of it, even though you like tell them it's okay if you're not coming. But I feel like your person would confront that fear and go with you because they want to experience what you love, which is roller coaster. That's just an example. It's like that. It's like you're very impressed. You feel very, what you call that? You feel very loved. You feel very touched. Yeah, you feel really touched by that. It's like, oh, you're willing to go on a roller coaster with me, even though you're scared of height. That's like, I feel so touched by that. Because you're willing to experience something I love to do, even when you're scared of it. Like, that's so touching to you. So that's what you love most about your person. Oh, sorry, another example come to mind. It's like, if your person is not an artistic person at all, like they don't know or don't even like how to paint, draw, whatever, but they're willing to paint with you because it's what you love to do. They're willing to do art with you, even when they like it's not their thing. They're willing to do that. It's because you love it and they want to experience what you love. Like, that's so amazing. That's so cute, honestly. So part 2, I feel like I've been talking for a long time, so I'm just gonna leave it here. That's it. So that's what you love about your person, and that's what your person love about you. I hope this reading is entertaining and enjoyable in any way, and if it resonates, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And yeah, if you like my poem, you can read more of my original poetry in Instagram below. And yeah, this is part 2. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. And I want to thank your person, higher self, for being here as well. And yeah, thank you. Bye bye. Hello, part 3. Whoever choose this amethyst. So today's reading is about what do you like about your person and what does your person like about you. So to clarify, your person mean someone you're with or someone you have in mind, someone you want to be with. And it could be like you don't have to have someone in mind to watch reading. This could be your future person, as in what do you like about your future person, and vice versa. So yeah, regardless of any relationship status, anyone can watch this. So part 3, the poem you pick is number 52. It's called More Than the Eyes Can See. Feeling safe in my body, feeling safe in your presence. Now I know what it's like to be in heaven. 'Cause pigs can fly and I admire the universe in your eyes. You are cute beyond this world. You are more than this world deserves. I want to hide you, protect you from cruelness, from people who doesn't see your value. I want to be your savior and savoring your energy, but I know you are more than the eyes can see. I want to save you, but in reality, you are the one that has saved me. Wow, this is amazing. So this poem is about wanting the best for the person you love, like giving them what they deserve. So if you love someone, you might know whether that is platonic or romantic. You want the best for the person you love. And yeah, I feel like this relationship is very good on you and your person nervous system. You know, you feel like regulated in your nervous system. You feel safe in your body. I feel like both of you and your person feel this in this relationship based on this poem, feeling safe in your present. And I know what it's like to be in heaven, because pig can fly. Pig can fly, indicating that anything can happen, indicating that what is just a fantasy or what is seem unreal. When you're with this person and when they're with you, anything can happen. Like you can achieve the impossible or you can experience the impossible. And cute, I feel like you both find each other cute. And yes, you are more than this world deserve. And yeah, I feel like you and your person feel protective towards each other as well as the relationship. So yeah, if you're not in a relationship, I feel like you will be very like protective of this relationship. And I feel like maybe even, you know, keep it private. Maybe you might feel inclined to not share as much about your relationship. I want to keep it like intimate, just between the two of you. Yeah, so that it's like it's between you and your person, this relationship, so other people doesn't have to, you know, be involved or know much about it. I want to be your savior, and yeah, I feel like you feel very protective of each other. And in a way, this saying like finding the hidden gem in each other, like this feeling of I can't believe people doesn't see you how I see you, because you're like a hidden gem for both of you, or this relationship is like a hidden gem to both of you. Yeah, save each other. I feel like you are the one that has saved me. So I feel like you and your person has opened each other's eyes towards what is true unconditional love and acceptance is like. I feel like this relationship is not something grand, it's not something showy, like, you know, and it's not something public either. I feel like this is a very private relationship between two people, very intimate and share. It's a very deep bond, deep understanding that I feel like even if you want to try to explain to your friend, to other people, like you just can't explain the feeling. So that's your relationship dynamic between you and your person that I get from this poem by Tree. So next, with this amethyst is a very spiritual crystal, so I feel like you and your person have a very spiritual connection with each other, and can even feel each other emotion, but senses, and not gonna lie, even pain. Like for example, just an example, you don't have to be a woman, but just for example, if you're on your period and you have like symptom of stomach pain, I feel like in this kind of relationship your partner might even feel it too. It's like that. It's like I feel like this relationship, you feel each other senses. Yeah, and it reminds me of this whisper of love card. There's a card called spiritual connection. Let me find it. So by Tree, I just want to give you this card number 27, spiritual connection. A relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. So this might be a past life connection or otherworldly connection, like as in you and your person soul has traveled together before, but not in this earth, maybe in other dimension, other planets. Just putting it out there. And 27, you might be 27 or your person might be 27, or you might meet when you are both 27, or one of you is gonna be 27. It's just something. 27 is talk about Saturn return. So this relationship might be your Saturn return, your reward for your hard work. If you has been working hard on your personal relationship, even with yourself and with people around you, then this relationship with this person is going to be like a reward, as in, wow, I feel so glad that I had worked through all my wounds, all my self-esteem or self-worth issue, because when I finally meet this person, we can enjoy each other without triggers. So that's just specific for someone. And yeah, the other group, Pi 1 and Pi 2, I didn't like give them this Whisper of Love text. So Pi 3, you're very special. I just want to read this before we begin the reading. I just feel really called to give you this card. So, oh, it's on number 44 as well. So 44 might be your number. So, spiritual connection. A relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. Everything happens for a reason. Some people come into your life to help you learn a lesson, and they will make a real impact on your life, whether it be with a lover, a primary partner, or in a relationship for growth. Spiritual connection is important to you now. This card very gently reminds you to allow the universe to support you. You might be trying to control aspects of your life that are not within your power. When a connection has a spiritual basis, nurture it with love and surrender. Put a situation into the hands of the divine and ask that the outcome be for the highest good of all involved. A situation may be asking you to stretch yourself. Know that you are going to grow and expand during this phase, but try not to lose yourself. Communicate your needs and wants and listen to what is being shared. Two people look intently into each other's eyes, revealing the deep trust that exists between them. Their gaze exemplifies their strong connection, a cord that seemed to originate from the crown chakra, connect the two individuals, and illustrate their strengthening spiritual bond. Take a moment to consider the unity that exists even when you are at odds with another. Consider how much can be revealed through love and understanding. Yes, spiritual bond, and your poem that you pick is more than the eyes can see. It's like you have to see with your third eye, I guess, or felt the bond between you and your person. It's something that cannot be explained or see, but only felt. And yeah, I feel like you and your person is, if you are with someone, are gonna be connected to crown and third eye chakra a lot with this purple amethyst. Yeah. So, Pi 3. That was just a sidetrack. I'm just gonna start the reading with Animal Spirit deck 2. Get a card to represent you, your energy right now, and your person. So this section could be an energy check to see if this is your pile. Oh. Wow. So next I'm gonna give you these codes. Okay, Pi 1, you are represented by the frog. So cute. And this quote: nothing in life is to be feared, it is only to be understood. Now is the time to understand more so that we may fear less. And your person is represented by the panther. Number 9, treat yourself like how you want your parents to treat you. So the frog is a water sign. You might be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpion, Sun, Moon, Rising, or just have a water sign prominent in your charts. And the panther is a fire sign. So wow, this is polarity at its best, like water, fire, 6, 9, 69. It's like mirror, right? Mirror number remind me of yin and yang. Yeah, like balance. I feel like you and your person is perfectly balanced, like yin and yang, like light and dark. You can see the color of the frog is green, and like this black rain, and oh my god, yeah, it's like yin and yang, because the panther have green eyes and black background. Even the color is similar. And number 6 and 9 is a mirror number. Cancer might be significant as well, Cancer sign. Yeah, Cancer is a water sign. So okay, pie 3. So your energy is represented by the frog. The frog in this animal deck talk about rejuvenating, talk about self-care, nourishment. So I feel like pie 3, the energy you're in right now might be quite sad with the rain on this logic, or a bit heartbroken, but I feel like it isn't reason, or it's just like you're in the healing phases in your life right now. Maybe healing from past connection, even friendship, healing from things that didn't work out, healing from outcome that you did not expect or feel like it's favorable to you. So you just maybe feel a little bit disappointing or down in life right now. Like you might feel like nothing is going like it's supposed to, or something should happen, or it's not that dramatic, but you just doesn't feel happy or satisfied. I feel like you're waiting for something. Pie 3, you might feel a bit sensitive right now, like to everything. And I feel like you're in, like I said, a healing stage in your life where you want to pour into yourself, where you want to do a lot of self-care, nourishment. You want to take care of yourself, like focus to yourself. I feel like maybe in the past you might have been pouring into something, like maybe something, either a job or a person or a relationship or a project might have taken your focus, your attention so much that you might have forgotten to take care of yourself. So I feel like in this energy right now, you are determined to come back to yourself and get to pour back into yourself, to get to nurture yourself. Like you might want to spend alone time in solitude, just focus on your self-care. In those busy time, we don't have time to like do a self-care routine that we feel like it's a luxury. For example, like you want to do some face mask, you want to take a long bath. I feel like now is the time that you feel like you finally have time to do that. Or for example, if you have a TV show that you want to watch, in the past you might have felt like you don't have time to get into it, to watch a long TV show, but now you feel like finally I can watch the TV show that I've been putting off. And it's just something you want to do right now, to focus on, to take your mind off maybe past disappointment that I mentioned, or past experiences or recent experiences that took your strength away. You feel like you have been drained for a while, drained by maybe a job, people, relationship, or just life in general wasn't feeling that nourishing to you. So you're just like, oh my god, I have no energy to focus on other thing. I have to really take care of myself right now. And you might feel like that's a bit hard, because you might be feeling like conflicted with yourself of maybe I should be more productive, be more active, but at the same time you might feel like, how can I be more productive when I'm literally have no energy left? So aside like burnout, you might be going through a burnout that you're trying to heal from. So with the conflicting mind of, should I just keep going, should I just keep being productive, or should I just rest when I feel like my body is needing to rest? So I feel like with the nothing in life is to be fear, maybe you do feel like you need rest, and you know that in this energy, you know that you need rest, you know that you have nothing to worry about, you know that you have to pour back into yourself, but that kind of scare you, to relax, to finally focus on oneself might be a bit scary to you right now, as in You might identify with being productive, being active, being like achieving goal or work hard. But when that kind of lifestyle or that's the way you have always operated before doesn't really resonate with you anymore, you're in the period where you're trying to adjust to a new state of being, state of operation. I mentioned regulate nervous system. Yeah, in the poem it's like that. You know, when we come out of survival mode, we feel tired and we feel like why do we in a hurry for in life, like where do we hurry into, you know? So I feel like when you finally come out of that survival mode, you feel like you want to slow down, you want to take your time, you want to be connected to your feeling and your body, and you have the right mindset, you have the right goal, you could say. But it's like there's other part of you that's fighting this new way of operation. It's like no, we gotta keep going, we gotta be more productive. Stopping now it's not safe, there's no time to relax. So I feel like you're just trying to calm that part of you that's trying to keep going, even though you know in your soul that you have to stop and slow down and really take care of yourself. So I feel like if this is the energy you're in, pie tree, keep going with like I said, regulating your nervous system. Keep going with self-care, because it is what your spirit needs, and you know that. So yeah, we just have to tell the other part of ourselves, the other part of our mind that's telling us not to relax because we don't have time. We just have to soothe that part that really whispering fear, because you're in the energy by tree that you don't want to operate in fear anymore, fear of lack, fear of running out of time. You are in the transitioning state of trying to operate it in the love basis. Yes, a relationship with yourself that based on love, not fear, not pressure of you need to do more, you have to be more productive. No, I feel like in this energy of your pie tree, you are in the transitioning state of you want to base your relationship with yourself on love. Like, what do you need? You need time to take care of yourself, relax. You need time alone. You need to cry. Yeah, I feel like it's a very big transition, pie tree, and you're doing a good job. And it's totally normal to going back and forth, or like have totally normal to have conflicting feeling and have that side of you that's trying to stay the same, you could say. But there's a bigger side of you that knows it's time to change how you've been operating. So if this is your energy, pie tree, this might be your pie, and next your person is the panther. With treat yourself like how your parent want to treat you. Person energy right now, the panther in this animal deck talk about purging. Wow, I feel like you and your person are mirroring experiences, but in a similar way, not totally the same. While you are going through a big transition of operation of self, your person is going through purging of their life, cleansing, of reconditioning themselves, reprogramming. Yes, reprogramming everything about their belief, what they know, their condition. Just like you, like I mentioned, how you're transitioning from changing how you used to operate. Like maybe you used to operate on fear, like pressure of hurried productivity, of I have no time, I have to do this, I have to do that. I feel like you're changing from slowing down, from asking ourselves what we need, asking our body what it needs, being more mindful and intentional of what you do and what you're trying to go for. And your person is cleansing everything that they learned. It's making me think of unlearning, unbecoming. So like for example, if they have like a belief before about what success is, like for example, if they grow up in a household that teach them, this is the example what your person is going through right now, their energy is right now. So like I said, for example, if they been taught when they grow up that success mean you need to make like millions of dollars. That's just, yeah, that's just a stupid example, but it's like just an example. So they've been taught like, oh, if I don't make $1 million by 29, then I'm a failure, because that's what I've been taught from like my parents or how I grew up, that success means you need to make $1 million by 29. It's just a stupid example, but I feel like your person, I don't know why this is so funny. I feel like your person is feeling this as well. I feel like they're feeling so like, what is that word? Exasperated of like, how can I, like, all these beliefs that been fed to them is so funny now. It doesn't make sense. Like that example, like how, like who is the one who make that rule that success mean you have to earn $1 million by 29? Like, it's so funny. Yeah, that's what your person is feeling right now. They're feeling like everything they believe in is kind of funny, kind of doesn't make sense, kind of like who made that rule? Like anyone can make anything these days. That's how they're feeling, and they're like purging all that belief. And it's a big thing, but I feel like they're going through it with a sense of humor. So I feel like your person have a very good sense of humor. They can laugh about themselves, like, and their past mistake. I feel like they're maybe even the past they were hard on themselves. Now I feel like your person energy is trying to unlearn that. Maybe just specific, like maybe their parents or whoever raised them, the guardian was hard on them. Maybe they were raised in a strict household that tried to impose impossible standard or expectation. So I feel like your person is unlearning all that pressure that they put on themselves, kind of similar to you in a way. Like in a way, I feel like maybe in the past you expect yourself to be very productive every day, or get things done, or achieve goal by this time, or very hard on yourself, put a lot of pressure on yourself. I feel like your person used to be like that too, but I feel like with this big chain, two of you are trying to unlearn that. I feel like it's not uncommon. I feel like in this society there's a lot of unnecessary pressure to do well academically, in job, to do like to be, you could even say, to keep up in life, to be, what do you call it, to be right in society. I don't know what you call it, but society expect you to get your life right at a certain age. Like for example, get a job at this age, get a house at this age, you should be married at this age. So this kind of expectation, I feel like both of you are learning it, taking it away, questioning it. Especially your person, they're like questioning those, like, who said I have to be married by 30? Like with 27, who said that I can't go to Legoland even though I'm 30? Who said I can't buy stuffed animal even when I'm an adult? It's like they're purging everything that doesn't align with them. So yeah, and it's feel liberating. Sometimes this person is going through a big purge, so sometimes they might even feel angry that they feel like it's so unfair what society expects them to do or be. Like for example, if this person grow up and they love to collect stuffed animals, just for example, and they love like stuffed animal, like teddy bears for example, but since they grow up, people might find that weird. So I feel like when they're an adult, they have to give that hobbies away, because you grown, you shouldn't like games, or you shouldn't like I mentioned, I feel like your person might grow up with a strict household that put a lot of pressure on them, that might tell them when they're growing up, like when they're starting to transition between a kid and an adult, they might be told a lot to, pull yourself together. You can't have fun. You can't like play around anymore. You have to take things seriously. And partly it might be true, but it's like, this person is feeling right now, the energy is feeling like, do I have to stop having fun just because you're an adult? Do I have to stop playing games or having fun with life because I'm an adult now? It's like, who make up that rules? I feel like this person is feeling a bit angry, like that's so stupid. Like, why do I have to feel like I have to be boring when I'm growing up? Why do I have to give up a lot of fun and sacrifice a lot of things that I love just because I'm a grown up? Like, if I love to collect teddy bears or figurines, even when I'm like an adult, why is that called childish or like not grown up? So they feel quite a bit unfairly judged on. Yeah, I feel like, not gonna lie, pie 3, your person is going through a bit of purging, and coming with what's come with purging is what come with unlearning things is anger. A lot of anger, like who to say I can't do that. I feel like your person have been, for the longest time, I think they have been taught to disregard their inner child, the part of them that love to have fun, that love to play, and I feel like for the longest time they've been taught to disregard their inner child in the name of responsibility or being an adult or grown up. And I feel like they're in their energy right now, they're kind of feel angry about that and want to reclaim their inner child back. So in a way, this person, the energy right now is they want to do things that they love. Like, for example, I mentioned Legoland for some reason. It's like, well, I'm never too old to go to Legoland or build a Lego or collect teddy bears or figurine. Yeah, I feel like this person is just claiming back their innocence. You could even say maybe they've been taught to grow up too fast, take too much responsibility when they're not ready. And the energy right now is just like, it's like what I've been taught all my life is not something I align with anymore. It's like, just another example, it's like when your parent tell them to, you're like nearly, if this person is in their 30, their parent might be pressuring them to get married, because if you don't, then that means you're not a good citizen. I don't know, but it's that kind of weird expectation and weird pressure that there are around. Yeah, so your person just feel a bit like unfairly treated. Yeah, with the poem as well, it's like, I want to be your savior, protect you from people who doesn't see your value. Yeah, so I feel like your person is around a lot of people that expect too much from them, that they're like, why are you expecting me to marry at 30 when it's not even like a real timeline? It's like, you know what I mean? They feel like right now your person feel like every rules or expectation is ridiculous. It doesn't make sense to them. It's like, why do you want me to get married at 30? Like, don't you see that's such a weird rules? Like, that's so arbitrary. Doesn't make sense. Why are you pressuring me to marry? Like, for what? It's something like that. So they're feeling a bit angry, a bit like, get off my back. Why are people expecting me to be like that? And even from themselves, like if they expect themselves to, be getting their life together, even though they're going through hard time, they're like, why do I expect so much of myself when right now all I need is compassion for myself and empathy for myself. It's like they're going through a lot of self-awareness right now, and sometimes it's very it's very funny to them, like they feel quite humorous, but at the same time it's also they feel quite like irritated and angry. It's reminding me of spiritual awakening. And with the number 9, I feel like your person is being through this for a while now, this energy of unlearning, unbecoming, reprogramming their condition. And yeah, I think with the number 9, they're nearly there at the end. It's like they had been spiritual awakened, and they're at the tail end of it with the number 9. They're at the end of their journey of like reprogramming themselves to who they really are and what they really align with. Like for example, like I just mentioned, if their parent, for example, pressuring them to get married at like this age, they at the point in their journey, their spiritual journey, that they can really question that and really speak up about it. It's like, why are you pressuring me to marry at this age when I myself doesn't feel ready? It's like they know themselves enough now to question all the unrealistic, unfair expectation put on them, even from themselves. So that's amazing. So your person is going through a big transformation, because it's like what they used to believe in, including what they used to believe in themselves. Like for example, if they used to believe that they're the type of person who is not capable of this, now they're actually questioning that self-belief of theirs. It's like, for example, if they want to do something, for example, if they want to travel alone, abroad alone, if they want to go on a solo trip, they might have in the past self-belief of, I can't do that, I can't solo travel, I'm not the type of person to do that. Now in their spiritual journey, they question that belief, they question it, and they ask question of why do I think that I can't do it? Why do I think I'm not the type to be able to solo travel, even though it's something I always want to do? So that's amazing. So your person is going to a big purge of limited belief as well. And yeah, it's a big energy for both of you. And it's like this feeling of everything is still haven't clicked. It's like everything is still up in the air. Like the puzzle pieces is being put together, but the final piece is not there yet, which you and your person is in that process of finding the final piece to paint a picture of who you really are and what you really want, and how you both want to operate in this world forward. And I feel like the base of it is you both want to operate with love forward, not fear, not pressure, not expectation of people or around you, or expectation from yourself. So yeah, this is taking longer than I thought, but if this sounds like your energy, then this is your pie, and the panther is your person. But if you resonate with the panther more, then just reverse it. But yeah, pie 3. Yeah. Okay, pie 3, I already shuffled your cards. This side is, what does your person, the panther, like about you? And this side is, what do you, the frog, like about your person? So what does the panther like about you is Death and Hangman. So 2 major arcana. And oh my god, this card, this quote. You know, somebody told me once that love will control you when you find it. And what do you like about your person is the 5 of Pentacles and the 3 of Swords and this quote. And at last I see the light, and it's like the fog has lifted, and at last I see the light, and it's like the sky is new, and it's warm and real and bright, and the world has somehow shifted. All at once, everything looked different now that I see you. So Tango, at last I see the light. So yeah, I'm gonna start with, what does your person like about you? So 2 major arcana. That is number 13, number 4, I mean, that is number 13, number 4, 12, 13. So 3 might be significant to you. Pi 3, you also by 3. Oh my god, yeah. So that might be like 3 might be a number from your person just sending you love. And this happened again with the colors. You can see here all the card is black and red, like red rose, red thread, and red color. So the color might be significant. Yeah, aura. I feel like you and your person have the same aura color or the same soul color. It's like, yeah, with this green, see? Yeah, I'm gonna start with what does your person like about you with the Hangman and Death. Wow. I feel like your person like about you by 3 is that you have changed their life. Whether you have met them or not, you have changed their life massively. You have showed them a better way of living, a better way to live in this world. So with the poem, it's like, I want to save you, but in reality, you're the one that has saved me. In a way, by 3, you have saved your person from living in pain, you could even say, living in fear. You have showed them how to live in love, in surrender. The Hangman talk about changing perspective and surrendering to the divine. You have shown them how to let go. With that, you have shown them that change is something to not be afraid of. I feel like if you're special, I feel like you might be special with the Amethyst Pie 3. You have shown them the spiritual way, your person, in a way that change their perspective and their belief in life and how they see things, how they see their own life, their own past. So for example, if your person feel like they feel bitter toward their past in any way, toward people, toward even their parents, like whoever raised them, toward how they were raised growing up, by 3 you have shown them how to see their past not from pain or bitterness or resentment, but show them, you could even say, the truth, the objective truth of what, like for example, you might tell them like what you went through is not your punishment, but it was a blessing to help you learn about who you really are. And who you really are is brave and strong. So it's something like this. You might like say something to change how they look at things, especially their past, especially their relationship, especially the outcome of things. Like you change how they look at things so much that they feel like you make life easier for them. You make them like, you can even say, feel less burden in life, feel like they can trust more, feel less bitter and hold less grudges. Like I mentioned, if your person has an unpleasant past that they just can't get over because maybe they feel like they have been treated unfairly, they love that you help them able to let go, because that's not an easy thing to do. I feel like your person find how to let go of a past relationship or situation that have wronged them, but in a way that's what they love about you, Patrick. They love that you help them release, help them surrender. It's so hard to do that in this world, but you show them that it's safe enough to let go. You help them trust again. You help them feel like it's safe to let go. It's safe to release. It's safe to give it to the divine. It's safe to not have to control everything. So I feel like your person might be a person who feel like they have to do everything themselves. They have to control outcome or even people or relationship, like, just keep an eye on stuff so that it doesn't go wrong. Or like, for example, right, your person might be a person who that if someone betrayed them, if someone they trust betrayed them, your person would be the type to not blame the person that betrayed them, but blame themselves. Like, for example, your person might be the type to go like, I should have seen it coming, I shouldn't have trust that person, it's my fault, I made the wrong judgment. So they might feel overly responsible, overly burdened on things that it's not their fault. It's like, if someone, like I mentioned, if someone betrayed them, they're like, it's on me, I didn't see it coming. So you, Patri, what they love about you is that you come in with a fresh and objective perspective that when someone betrays you, it's not your fault. It's the one that betrayed you fault. It's like you could not see it coming because they made sure that you would not see it coming. So how are you gonna see it? It's like you come in with this sound logic, this reassurance, this like it's a very wise word, very objective truth, and tell them that how can you see it coming? It's not. You shouldn't blame yourself. It's not your responsibility to look out for betrayal from people you trust. And that they love that not only you help them change their perspective, they also love that you help them let go with that. As in that example again, in the past, your person might be a person who like really hold grudges or find hard to let go. So they would like be kind of a little bit obsessed with that betrayal and like keep going over like, what did I do wrong? What went wrong? What didn't I do right? What is the reason they betray me? Is it me? What do I need to change? It's like this. But you come in and help them release that person. It's like it doesn't matter anymore. That person, what they did to you doesn't matter. And you do not have to spend that much time thinking about a person who doesn't really think about you that much. It's like that. And I don't know how you do it, Patri, but you really help them regulate their nervous system, make them feel safe, make them feel... It's like, yeah, with this song, see the light again. Yeah, if they were surrounded by darkness, if they have a tunnel vision, you came in with like light to clear their path, to clear all the darkness. You come in and cleanse them of dark clouds. You show them better thing to focus on. You show them better thing to look towards. You show them the other perspective. Like I mentioned, if your person have a failed relationship with a friendship or any other relationship and they see it as a failure, as something that gone wrong, you come in poetry and show them the other side of the perspective. Oh my god, like this 69, this mirror, this yin and yang, this kind of perspective. You show them that it wasn't a failure, it was a lesson. Yeah, something like this, and they love you for it, Patri. They appreciate that so much. You balance them out. Your person might be a person who see a dark side to life and see quite a dark negative perspective in outcome. You come in with a balanced perspective of everything is not black and white. And you can even see in this panther eye that it's green while everything else is black. It's like when everything else is black, you, the frog, is my light. So you are with the eye as well. Poetry, you help them see clear. You help them see past attachment, past, you could even say personal attachment. It's like, for example, with the betrayal example, the panther would feel like personally attacked or personally like, this is personal. They're, this betrayal is personal to me, whereas you might come in and just illuminate them, that to help them see clearer that yes, they did betray you, but that type of person is not personal to you, because they would betray anyone. It's like that. It's not you per se. The frog would say to the panther that it's not you per se, panther. It's the person that betray you. They would betray everyone, not just you. So it's not really personal. It's that person character. It's like this. You come in with such wise word that the panther cannot like hit back. They cannot argue. They just feel speechless, and they feel like, oh yeah, maybe yes, I see that now. Yeah. So I feel like you give a lot of good advice, Patri. They love that they can come to you for anything to see clearer, and they see you as someone who's very wise, who have such a high perspective, have such an objective view in life, in situation, in relationship, and they really admire you in that. It's like, how can you be so detached in a way that's hard to. So I feel like Patri, maybe you have cultivated this skill. I feel like in the past you might not be like that, but I feel like you went through a lot to cultivate this skill of detachment, of like seeing things from a higher perspective instead of feel personally burdened with what people do. So, and that wisdom really come in handy to your person, and your person love that about you, because you have transformed their life massively. You have transformed how they see the world, will everything, and they're like, thank you for it. Because when you come in with those shifting with those higher perspective of yours, the panther feel like they move to the world differently now. Now they feel lighter. They feel like there isn't darkness hiding in every corner trying to come at them. So your person might be a bit paranoid, because maybe from their experience of, I feel like maybe you went through the same thing, Patri, like a lot of betrayals that come out of nowhere, and your person fight hard to shake that off. But when they come to learn or come to know you, they love that you really help that you could even say this aggressive side of them, that in a way want to hurt back, want to take revenge. You calm them in a way that no one else can. So they love that you are an anchor to them, Patri. It's like when I'm about to lose my when I'm about to hit back to that person who betrayed me, you come in and with your calming energy and your wise word, and you just ground me like no one else, and you have saved me from doing things I regret, like, you know, being destructive or like lower. Wow, I'm actually kind of channeling from them. It's like you, the frog Patri, help them come back to themselves and preventing them from like lower themselves to the level of the people who wrong them. So they feel very, very thankful for that to you, Patri, and they like that about you the most, because I feel like no one can calm them like you do. No one can make you see reason like you do, because I don't know what your person's job is, but I feel like they might work with difficult people or unreasonable people, or they might work with in a sector that just feel it's very frustrating, very, very hard, where you have to negotiate a lot or deal with unreasonable people a lot, and they just feel like, they just feel like it's so unfair, and they just feel done with. Like I mentioned, the panda might be surrounded by people who expect a lot from them, and I feel like they love that you don't. They love that you always tell them that you know they're doing their best. Value. I feel like they love that you see their value, see who they are, not what they do, or even their dark side. Like they love that you accept them for who they are, and if who they are is quite, you could even say this panther, quite aggressive, not to you, but to unfair things, a bit easily anger, or like hold grudges, or like a bit unreasonable at times, like fiery energy, which just justifiably so. I feel like your person is not the type to be angry for no reason. I feel like they feel all this because of maybe they're frustrated with society, with the expectation, with things that doesn't make sense. Because there's a lot of things that doesn't make sense in this world, like the rules and regulations that doesn't make sense at all. That's not put there to help people, but to restrict people. It's something like that. So I feel like they love that you accept this side of them that's not perfect, that's rough around the edges. They love that you just respect every part of them, not wanting them to change or put unrealistic pressure or expectation on them. Yeah, I feel like you just know what to say to them when they're angry. And I feel like this person get angry, but like I mentioned, not at you, but at like maybe their job, what they're doing is very difficult, or the, like I say, rule and regulation of the world. And you ground them, Patri, you ground your person so much. You bring them down. And oh my god. Your person is such a character. It's like, for example, if someone done something wrong to them, like someone did something wrong to them, and your person, the panther, want to sue because it's rightfully so, it's justified. Like, I want to sue this person because they did something wrong to me. While that is the right action to take, it's like, if the panther take that action, they would be wasting their time, their energy, their money. It's like petty. Yeah, it's like a little bit of petty, but maybe in the past the panther would do that. They would they would sue the one that did them wrong, and they would like pour 100 energy and focus into like getting that back. Which I feel like it's depend on situation, but I feel like in this example, it's like it doesn't worth their time. So I feel like you're the person, Patri, that come in and tell them that it's like it doesn't worth your time. It's like, why you spend, that saying, why you spend so much time and energy on your hater, something like that. Like, why are you not focusing on people that love you, but you're focusing all your energy on people that hate you? So it's like that, a sour reason. The frog is a sour reason to the panther, and anger. This remind me of this energy, like your person is like very intense energy, aggressive, and the frog is really calm, really collective. It's like you balance each other out. But I'm not gonna lie, Patri, I'm getting a lot of information on this relationship. It's like, yes, outwardly, and your person is seem like a scary person. Like, you don't want to piss them off. Like I said, they would sue you, and they don't care how long that would take. Like, you don't want to make an enemy of your person. But I feel like in this dynamic, you're scarier, Patri. You're the scarier one, because you're very calm in situation that was unfair to you. It's scarier because when you're calm, you move differently. When you're calm, you're dangerous. But when you're angry and aggressive, you just want to, get back at someone. But when you're calm, it's scarier. I don't know how to explain it, but you're the scarier one in the relationship, I would say, to not really piss you off, which is I feel like it's hard to do that to you because, like I said, you don't take things personally. You might learn the law of detachment, and you might be like teaching your person that. And yeah, but when you do get angry by 3, it's very scary. It's like you know that saying, when good men go to war, is like that. Yeah, I hope you know what I mean by 3. I'm just very thankful for you. So what do you like about your person? Is 5 Pentacle and 3 of Swords. So 5 Pentacle, talk about grief, talk about lack. I feel like by 3, your person have fulfilled something in you that you might not know you needed, or you might even been looking for. It's like you love that your person value you as well. So you both value each other so much, love each other for who you both are, not like what you do, like, or expectation. It's like you love that your person is a protector, is a defender for you. It's like when something unfair happened to you, you try to be reasonable, but I feel like your person is the type of person who get angry for you. Is the type of person who stand up for you. You love that about them. It's like you love that the Panther have your back and would support you no matter what. Oh my god, your person is so funny. I keep laughing. I don't know why, but your person is so funny. It's like that type of person, even if you, the frog, did something wrong, the Panther would still defend you. It's like that meme in Instagram. It's so funny. It's like, you know, when you have a friend that would support you in anything, and it's not in a toxic way, it's just that they would defend your character by 3 to the end of the world. It's like part 3 never do anything wrong, and even if they did, so what? It's so funny. So your person is that type, and I feel like you love that about them. You're like, wow, I have never had someone who's so loyal. Yes, the word I'm looking for. So loyal to me. So like a protector who would defend me with their lives. So I feel like with the example of betrayal a lot, so I feel like your person might feel a bit sensitive about being betrayal because your person is very loyal, Patri. Like they're very loyal. They're like ride or die in relationship or even friendship. And I feel like when they get betrayed by someone they trust, they feel like it's something that's very traumatic and something that it's hard for them to get over. So the fact that you could help them get over that show a testament to how much you do for them in a way, and they're really thankful with that. So yeah, and that's what you love about them, Paitri, is that they're so loyal. They're like ride or die. They get angry in your defense. They honor you, and they show you that every emotion you feel is valid. Like they accept you in a way. It's, for example, if you talk about your past heartbreak, past betrayal, if you talk to the Panther about what you've been through, intentionally or not, the Panther validate your emotion, validate your experience. They're not like disregarding how you feel, what you went through. They're not the type to like, oh, you should get over that by now, it was a long time ago. Like none of that. So Patri, you love that they grieve with you. They in a way even understand what you've been through, and they validate your experience a lot. It's like maybe you feel like what you've been through, Patri, maybe you should feel, maybe a lot of people make you feel even maybe intentionally make you feel like you have to forgive or move on or get over it, you know, or like just let it go. No one have ever acknowledged how hard it was, and I feel like your person do that for you. It's like they would be the type to say like it was hard for you, isn't it? And they would do that not just on big thing that happened to your life. They would do that on everything, every little thing. It's like, for example, Paitri, if you having a hard time or you're like mentally feeling down and you feel like you can't do it, take effort for you to do just something, like for example to get up and go for a walk. Your person would be the type to see that in you and acknowledge it and even understand. They would be the type to tell you like, wow, you went for a walk today, amazing. You're doing a good job, like validating your emotion. They're not the type to go like, it's just a walk, why, like it's just a walk. Like they're not the type to brush off your effort like that, even small effort. So yeah, you love that your person see you for trying, see you for who you really are, or accept you in your condition and in your low moments. Especially, I feel like Paitri, what you love about your person is that especially in your low moment, like when you're feeling down, your person feel safe. Yes, with the poem safe in my body and safe in your person come true. Like I said, loyal. Like every time you feel down, your person come true above and beyond and make you feel safe to be vulnerable, to be open with them, to like, if I feel low, I know you wouldn't judge me and you would be there. It's like maybe Paitri, you never have someone like that before. I feel like maybe you have a relationship where you feel like you have to put on a brave face or just be strong. But what you love about your person, Paitri, is that you don't have to be anything except yourself, except your authentic emotion. I'm getting a lot of specific example. Like another one, for example, is like, it's like if Paitri is very sensitive and you are like feeling down or sad that your favorite plant die, for example, like your favorite plant wither and die, and you would like cry about it. Maybe in the past you have a relationship where they would tell you to like why are you crying about a plant? Something like that, and you would feel so misunderstood. But you love that your person, the panther, would be the type to validate that experiences of yours, and they would understand that you crying about a plant is valid, is not childish, is not too sensitive, it's not too emotional, it's not unreasonable. It's literally perfectly the way you are. The song Just the Way You Are by Bruno Mars, I really love that song. It's coming true. It's like just the way you are. Yeah, Paitri, you love them. You love your person because they love you just the way you are. It's like with your scars and all, with your wounds and all. It's like you love the panther so much because they love you in a way that make you feel like you don't need to cover up, to put on a brave face, to heal, even to be a better version, to be someone else, basically. So you can be you in this relationship 100%, in your darkest self, in your happiest self, your most sensitive self. And if there's sometimes when there's a situation in the past that come back to haunt you, come back to make you feel down, Paitri, you love that your person is there with you, by your side, trying to cheer you up, understanding. And yeah, I feel like maybe Paitri, you don't want anything much from people. The most thing you want from people is to understood you and to just be there with you, and that's what your person is. They are always there with you, even in spirit. Paitri, if you haven't met your person higher self is here with you in spirit, always there with you, especially in hard time. And yeah, that's what you love about them. And I feel like what you love about them by tree is that they help you feel confident. They help you feel like an advocate for yourself. So for example, right, if you go to a restaurant and you order something and the waiter got your order wrong, by tree, you might be the type to, just accept the new order and just eat it and just let it go. But I feel like your person might help you feel more confident in like standing up for yourself more. And I feel like you love that they make you ask yourself often, like, what would the panther do in this situation? The panther would stand up for you, would tell the waiter about the right order. And yeah, I feel like that helped you feel brave and do it as well. So that's what you like about them by tree, is like they give you courage, bravery. It's like, what would the panther do in this situation? The panther would ask for the right order. So you just in a way embody the panther energy and do that. So it's in a way you love that they help you even when they're not even there to help you. Like, it's really amazing, really. It's so cute. And with the poem, you are cute beyond this world. I feel like you both find each other so cute. It's like, even this panther, you can see this aggressive cat face. It's like so aggressive, but it's like, it's so cute, right? Yeah. And the frog is so cute as well. So by tree, that was what you like about your person and what your person like about you. And yes, that's it. I'm just gonna stop it here. So I want to thank you and your person Hazel for coming in to help me facilitate this reading. And I hope that resonates in any way. And if it does, please don't forget to comment, subscribe, and leave a like. And if you want to read more of my original poetry, you can follow my Instagram below as well. And yeah, I had so much fun reading this pile. It's, I don't know why the energy is so funny. It's so, I don't know, but it's so, you and your relationship poetry might be my favorite out of the three, not gonna lie. And yeah, that's it. Thank you, Poetry, for being here. Thank you for listening. Bye bye.